Denham Springs High School football is on the air. Denham Springs High School football broadcast, a John Fine production on Family Radio 91.9 FM Baton Rouge and on the internet at johnproductions.com. With Yellow Jackets color commentator Mitch Covington and producer John Fine. Here now is your Yellow Jackets play-by-play announcer, Josh Ward.
Good evening and welcome to Denham Springs High School football on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. It's a Thursday night special here in Denham Springs as the Yellow Jackets open district play against the Live Oak Eagles from Yellow Jacket Stadium. I'm Josh Ward. Great to have you with us for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up brought to you by Sporting Center, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. At Sporting Center, they have everything you need from athletic equipment to school uniforms. So go see Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCants, and their terrific staff over at Sporting Center. That is 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. Last week, the Yellow Jackets at home would fall to St. Thomas More by a score of 35-3. Tough field position and untimely penalties would make it hard for the offense to get going, as they would only be able to get 3 points on the board off of a 29-yard field goal from Sam Hernandez. Defense for the Yellow Jackets would fight hard all night, but also facing short fields would find the Yellow Jackets in some tough spots throughout the night. That puts the Yellow Jackets at 3-2 on the season as they switch their focus now to district play. Tonight, the Live Oak Eagles come to Yellow Jacket Stadium, and last week, the Eagles would lose at home 18-7 to JFK High School. Tonight, it is two head coaches who know each other very well. They played at Southeastern together, they worked together at Bowling Green High School in Franklinton, Louisiana, and they have remained friends over the years. The schools, well, they're just as familiar with each other as they only have 7 miles on Highway 16 that separate the two. This, over the years, has been dubbed the Battle of Highway 16, and the winner of this rivalry game has bragging rights for the next 365 days as they will become the kings of 16. Denham Springs last week will expect to get Live Oak's best shot here tonight, and it should be a great one as we have plenty to get to before kickoff. As always, we will have our weekly conversation with head coach Brett Beard. We'll get you caught up on where the district teams stand going into tonight, and then we'll get you ready for kickoff here. Tonight, we will have special guest David Bork, and he will actually be joined by our very own Mitch Covington. That'll be coming up in just a bit. And when we return after this timeout, I'll be joined by Mitch here to kind of recap last week and look forward to this week. It's the Yellow Jackets and the Eagles district opener Thursday night, Yellow Jacket Stadium. We're back after this on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding schools shirt, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Small Sliders is now opened in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
Demco wants to give you the knowledge to get power smart. Simple tips that can help you conserve energy and save money. Sealing air leaks around windows and doors is a good start. Smart thermostats and improved insulation are great ways to make a bigger difference. There are many more ways to save energy and money. So when you're ready to make a big-time power move, download our free do-it-yourself energy audit checklist at demco.org.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Aspen Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net, OnTimeProductions.com, are brought to you in part by You Safe and Lock, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, La Casa Casino, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Sport Clips, Buddy's Barbecue, and Safe Voyage Tattoo. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
As we welcome back into the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, Yellow Jackets and the Live Oak Eagles district opener here on a Thursday night. Josh Ward now joined by Mitch Covington. Mitch, you got a special guest coming up here in a few minutes, Coach David Bork, someone you're very close with. So give us a little preview of what we can expect there.
A little preview of Coach Bork, huh? No, yeah, I've worked with Coach Bork since I first started pretty much. I think my second year at Woodlawn, he came over to Woodlawn High School. He left from Louisiana Lafayette. He had been working there, and then he joined us with Coach Nettles over at Woodlawn, and known him ever since. He followed Coach Nettles over here at Denham Springs High School. He's the head athletic trainer here at Denham Springs High School. He works with not just football, but he works with all the athletes. He works with boys, girls, sports. In fact, he works with the junior high kids. I got a few kids that are injured. I'll run them up here. He looks at them and tries to help take care of them, get them back on the field. So I'm looking forward to spending some time with him.
All right, that is going to be coming up in the next segment, so you want to stick around for that. Mitch, as we kind of take a look back at last week, St. Thomas More, a very good football team that came in here to Yellow Jacket Stadium. They showed what they're able to do. No surprises there. I think that, as coaches always say, there are things, positives and negatives you can take away from wins and losses. You got to learn on both of those things. So I would say, what would be the biggest positive, in your opinion, that you got from last week's game?
The biggest positive, I thought, is those guys got out there and competed very well. Early in the year, we had gotten blown out first week against Mandeville, and St. Thomas More is a much better team, I believe, than Mandeville is, and we competed much better out there on the field. We'd had a few weeks where we played some lower competition and kind of took it to them and handled ourselves. So when we stepped back up against one of the better teams in the state with St. Thomas More, even though the score ended up getting a little bit lopsided, as you mentioned in the first segment, the defense got put in a lot of short fields. Some special teams weren't quite there on a couple short punts here and there, but defense played pretty strong, made it very hard for St. Thomas More. Nothing came easy for them, and even though we only got 3 points on the board, the offense did move the ball up and down the field. It wasn't a steady stream of 3-and-outs, punt. We got the ball up and down the field, but then wasn't able to punch it in as we got down the red zone a few times, and so the score wasn't in our favor, and it looks lopsided when you look at it on paper. However, those guys are a very good team. I thought we competed well. I think Coach Beard felt the same way. I believe he told his team that, last week, had we played them week one, we might have lost by 70. But here we are 5 weeks later, showed a lot more competitive spirit, and then so we'll see where we are today as we start district play.
Well, when we talk about field position, it was hard on both sides of the ball. Yellow Jackets' defense would have a short field that they were having to fight against St. Thomas More with that high-powered offense. Offensively for Denham Springs, always pretty deep in your own territory, starting at the 1, the 5, the 6. It was really hard to get yardage there, and against a very good defense that St. Thomas More has as well. But what we did see offensively last week for the Yellow Jackets as well is Jerry Horn returning back to the action, and Peyton Puffer returning back to the action. So we've got more weapons starting to come back for this Yellow Jacket offense, and then you put McBride and Varese mixed in there. Those can kind of start to develop and some nice things happening here in district play.
The offense keeps building each week. Where you start in week 1 is not where you're going to be in week 10. And so here we are at the halfway point. But early in the year, Jay Horn was the starter, the guy with a lot of experience from last year. And, we thought he might lead us through, and he gets injured right off the bat in the first half against Mandeville. And so we went through a couple quarterbacks, a senior quarterback, Carson Burrell, and then we ended up with a sophomore quarterback, John Goldman, who'd done a very good job for a few weeks in a row. And he was the starter. Even though Horn had come back and was a little bit healthy, John had played so well, they kind of left it in the hands of the sophomore. And then last week, offense, like I said, we'd moved the ball a little bit, then it kind of wouldn't go our way. And then there was one spot, I think, Jean, we were down about 20, and he felt to try to push it downfield a little bit instead of just taking what was open, had a guy down short, so we threw an interception, and Coach Beard went ahead and decided to get Horn back in the game. Well, Jerry came in, immediately hit a deep ball to McBride at one point. He hit, in fact, for the game, 2 deep balls to Deshaun McBride. The offense moved the ball well. Jerry looked good as he was getting out there. He was healthy. You could see him running around back at full speed, and so I believe Coach Beard, this week may end up going back with Jerry Horn, sticking with that. However, I don't think we've seen the last of John Goldman either. If Coach feels that if at any point the offense is kind of stagnant or we need to make a little bit of a move, get a little spark, I think he'll make that move again.
All right, so we will get an answer on that later on when we hear from Coach Beard, who will get the start tonight. We've always heard from Coach Beard that it's always with him. It's kind of whoever is kind of has the hot hand, really. So we'll see who he decides to go with tonight. But either way, they've got two weapons that can do different things for this offense.
Oh, they definitely do. And, as you mentioned, last year we kind of did that a little bit. Even though Reese Mooney was the senior starter, he was coming back off of injury. So kind of a similar spot that Mooney came off of injury the previous year and then, was trying to find his way back in and get settled in. So there were times he put Jerry Horn in, who was a young guy, as a sophomore then, and Horn played well at times. Well, here, Jerry Horn's the guy, and then he gets hurt early on. So as he comes back from injury, we had the sophomore that was rolling with it. And like kind of Coach Beard said, well, Horn finished the game strong, so he's going to be the starter coming out right here. And I think that leadership a little bit with Horn, who's played in these district battles. He played in playoff games. He's got a lot more experience right now than John Goldman does, and I think that's going to prove being decisive tonight.
All right, we will see how it all plays out tonight. Kickoff coming up about 7 o'clock, but coming up next it will be Mitch Covington and David Bork. It is the Yellow Jackets and the Eagles. 7 miles down Highway 16 separate the two, and it is the district opener. Both teams looking to get off 1-0 here in the district tonight. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, Mitch is joined by his special guests. It is the Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Back after this.
No pain, no gain might apply to football, but not your teeth. If you have toothache pain, gain relief with Dr. Michael Sharola. Emergencies are seen the same day. Dr. Sharola and his staff treat all phases of dentistry, including Zoom whitening procedures. Michael Sharola was an all-state Denham football and baseball player, and you'll feel all world by visiting him. Call 665-3100 or visit Dr. Sharola in Watson next to the post office.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community and our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The number one choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnsteinproductions.com are brought to you in part by Poliop Restoration, Shea Landry Closing Attorney, Milestone Title, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, KOA Campground, Adams Smoke Shop, Brian Ross, owner, OK Confused and Auto Sales, and Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
And welcome back to the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. I am Mitch Covington, and for tonight's pregame interview, my special guest tonight, my good friend, David Bork, the head athletic trainer here for Denham Springs High School. And Coach Bork, how are we doing this evening?
Doing good, doing good. I'll let you know if I'm doing better after this game, but doing good.
Hope you're rested, because we've been needing to use you a lot here on the sidelines lately. So
yeah, hopefully no work tonight for me.
I hear that, man. Well, Coach Bork is the head athletic trainer, not just for boys and football, but for boys and girls sports, all of the ones here at the high school. He helps a lot with the junior highs, and he spent a lot of time, 24 years, I believe, in high schools right now, about 24 years. But before you got to high school, you were an athletic trainer with the ULL Raging Cajuns and worked with football team and baseball. And I thought it was kind of special. You got to go, you were a trainer with the staff on the 2000 ULL team that went to the College World Series. So you were there in the dugout with them. How was that experience?
It was awesome. I was fortunate to be the athletic trainer for Coach Robichaux for 3 years. In that second year, we lost to Rice in the Astrodome in the Super Regionals when they first started the Super Regional bracket, and then the next year we actually upset South Carolina to get there. So it was an incredible feeling.
I remember South Carolina won the SEC that year. LSU ended up winning a national title, but that South Carolina had set records in the SEC, and y'all went to Columbia and beat them. So.
Yeah, we actually dropped the first game and threw a freshman in the second game, and then the third game it just fell our way, and we were heading to Omaha. It was pretty nice.
And then after you finished up at UL Lafayette, you ended up getting hired in Baton Rouge over here at Woodlawn High School. And I was at Woodlawn at the time. And then, of course, you got to work with Coach Nettles, Coach Drew Nettles at Woodlawn, recent inductee here to the Denham Springs Athletic Hall of Fame. And, then strike up a good friendship with Coach Nettles, and after spending several years there at Woodlawn, eventually when Coach Nettles came back home to Denham Springs, first call he made was to Coach Bork, wanted to bring you over here to Denham. So spent a lot of time at Denham. You was at a few places, in your high school stops. You've been at Woodlawn, St. Mary down south of Lafayette, Santa Mall for some time at Denham Springs. So how many years total have you been at Denham Springs?
I think this will be my 20th. Working on my 20th year here at Denham Springs.
20 years here at Denham Springs. So not only, though, in your time in high school have you been a trainer, you've also been a coach. You've been an assistant baseball coach, assistant to me at one point, assistant with Coach Nettles, and you've been a head baseball coach at St. Mary's, and you've been head softball coach. You were head softball coach here at Denham Springs. You had 2 trips to the state championship game. Y'all were state runners-up in 5A 2 different times. You've been named a district head coach of the year at times. So what was your experience like as softball coach here at Denham Springs High School?
It was incredible. I've been blessed in my life when I got into high school to have friends and coaches like you guys. When we ran into Woodlawn, man, it was incredible to be working with the guys that were there, you, Nettles, and everybody. When I got here and just followed Coach Nettles here, a spot came open. Fortunately, he trusted me enough to let me try and coach some softball since I did some baseball. And I was blessed to have the players. I mean, I've had a great group of girls year after year that knew what they were doing. Helped me out, and we actually made our runs. We had a couple chances. Probably should have came home with one of them, but just been blessed to be around such good people.
It certainly is. And so after spending how many years as softball coach at Denham?
9.
9 years as softball. So that's heavy duty, man. You were still athletic trainer with all the sports, and then also being a head coach to softball. So eventually kind of like, hey, going to take a little bit step back from softball. I'm still going to keep on to my training duties. And so as you started working with that, won't you tell us specifically your day-to-day kind of routine? How do you help out with the student athletes here as the head trainer?
I'm kind of lucky. We have 2 assistants that actually teach here and work here with us, Christy Salterformaggio and Stephanie Spitt, who was Coach Beard's old trainer at Live Oak. So with 3 being on a high school campus, it's so valuable. We start in the morning. We have either first block football, second block girls soccer. So I'm back here for both of those, and we try to run it like a college if we can, minus the facilities, And we treat. We try to do rehab as much as we can. If not, we have a great relationship with Peak Performance here in town. I think we have the best team doctors that work with us. We just try to take care of the athlete, take care of what we need to take care of, try to keep them healthy and safe to play and get them back on the field.
And so you mentioned Peak Performance. So like on a normal, now you're here every day and at every practice. Someone from like Peak Performance would not be here every day. But on Friday nights with the big football games, injuries are part of the football game, unfortunately. But you're here on the sideline. You're able to help take care of a lot of minor issues. But also if something major is happening, we have Peak Performance has a guy or two that's here on Friday nights as well, correct?
Yes, we're lucky. They'll send somebody out to represent them and help us out on the sidelines along with Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Either our team physician will be here. Unfortunately, he's on his way to Missouri this week with LSU this weekend. So we'll probably have his physician's assistant with us on the side. We'll have somebody from there, and we'll have somebody from Peak to help. And the more people we have on the sidelines, health-wise, medical-wise, the better off we are. Hopefully we never have to use anybody. But that's the whole thing, is to make sure we have everything available for our kids in case there's an emergency or a crisis.
Right, and then so you mentioned we've got the professionals that are here to help out, but we also, underneath your tutelage, you train up some younger students who perhaps maybe want to get into the field of physical therapy or maybe want to be a doctor or something like that. So we have a lot of times if you're at the games, you see on the sideline, there's a lot of girls roaming around there. In junior high, when I coach in junior high, we have some girls that kind of pass out water, but when they get to high school, they work with you and then Coach Salta Formaggio, and they do a whole lot more. So can you tell me what the girls that help out with your training staff, kind of what they do?
Yeah, when they get here, we've had some good groups come through. Back in the day when Coach Nettles was here, we had a young lady like Maggie Henson who actually married Max Sorolla. She was one of our trainers. We had great groups of trainers. They do more than just hand out water here.
Maggie almost got hit with a helmet once, right? Remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
A flying helmet. She almost got hit.
But she was so athletic, I think she teaches Mac how to throw it. But But, they do much more than just hand out water. We get with them on day one, and they see what we're looking at, the heat-related problems, the concussion-type symptoms, and they're our eyes. We have way too many athletes on the field at once, and they're watching. They can always tell one of the trainers, this person doesn't look right, or he took a hit, coach, and I don't know, you might need to check him out. So they do a lot more than just hand out water here. They're invaluable. We couldn't do it without them.
And so, as you mentioned the many hats that you wear. There's a lot of things you have to come to, and this next little question here may be the toughest that you have. So, as part of your job as a head trainer, you're kind of also watching the weather. You're out there at the practice field. You're looking for lightning. You got a little meter out there to see where it is. This year, heat was a big issue, and we talk about with this thing when all around the parish, Livingston Parish has been using it for a couple years, but the entire state's using it with this wet bulb. It checks the temperature.
Yes.
If it gets too hot, you've got to go up to Coach Beard and tap in on the shoulder and say, Coach, we got to get these boys off the field. So tell me how that process works and how that works with Coach Beard, and if he's ever, if he's agreeing with you or y'all have any discussions about it.
The thing is that there have always been recommendations, and they're safe recommendations. The wet bulb actually takes into account humidity, wind, and sun. Obviously, this year we've had a heat wave unlike anything we've seen back to back to back. So the law is if wet bulb gets above 92, you're off the field. Telling Coach Beard that, it's not a problem because most of the coaches will come out here and say, you know what, it's hot today. We might need to go inside. So it's an easy call. I've been blessed to work with coaches like Nettles and Beard. You tell them lightning's in the area of this. The old ways you work outside, our parents work outside, lightning, the heat, you just went through it and we never had a problem. In today's age, you have to adjust. Just to keep the athletes safe, and it's in place for safety, and sometimes it could be a pain, but you have to follow it.
Right. And so I remember stories from back when I was coaching here and things like that. Now the heat issue wasn't as much back then. I mean, we just kind of were out there in the sun and we were going. It was hot. Our shoes were melting on the new turf when we had it. But lightning, that was always a big issue. And one funny story, you could see a big lightning bolt hit not far from us. You could see it flash on the practice camera, and Coach Barrio goes sprinting about a 60-yard sprint to the locker room. We didn't wait for Coach Bork on that one. We think we knew where the lightning was there, and we all took off.
We kind of watched, and there's an 8-mile safety range like LSU and everybody. That's when they have the 30-minute delay. And this one kind of snuck up on us, and I remember it. I want to say it seemed like it hit the goalpost, but our offensive coach, love him to death, he was running over offensive linemen to get to the field house. That was a funny day.
There was nobody waiting. Is Coach Bork going to send us in on this one or not? We all knew as soon as that hit, run for the hills.
I wish I would have saved the huddle film on that one. After everybody was safe, it would have been good to keep that one.
Well, certainly. And so, obviously it's the heat we mentioned before, a big issue, but that's part of the role that you play. Not only do you work with the students when they're injured, but you're there to help prevent them from getting injured. And so that's been a big role this year, trying to make sure that, if it's too hot, tap Coach Beard on the shoulder. Hey, the buzzer's going off. We need to try and step inside. We got to go to the gym. Got to take pads off, something along those lines.
And he does a great job, man. There's not even a question about it. He'll look at me. I don't even have to say anything because it's hot out there. And if we got to go, we got to go. He's already made plans, and we'll go to the gym or we'll go inside and meet, and we'll give it a little time. Then we'll come back out and try again, or we'll come back out in cloth and practice a little bit until we get that window to maybe put pads on and do what we need to do, and then back off again. It's actually been real good to work with somebody like that. I know sometimes it could be tough, and coaches, they want to practice. They feel the emergency to practice. but it hasn't been an issue with us. I mean, it's been great.
Well, Coach Bork, we certainly appreciate your time, and I can tell you as a junior high coach that you look at some of my kids. We've had a couple in here the last couple of weeks. We bring them in here early in the morning. You work on them, and so I know all the student athletes here and the parents are very appreciative of everything that you do for us, and so we appreciate you spending a few minutes here this evening here on the pregame show for us. And so that was David Bork, the Yellow Jackets trainer, and then tonight, Little Springs Yellow Jackets taking on Live Oak in the district opener. And so when we come back for this, Josh Ward will be talking with Brett Beard on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up show when it continues.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Remember, local and loco when you think of Maria's Mexican Restaurant. Local and that the Abarca family is from Denham Springs and has been serving great Mexican food at Maria's for almost 40 years. Loco means crazy, and you'd be crazy not to eat at Maria's. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, enchiladas, my amigos, it's all great at Maria's. So be local and don't be loco by eating at Denham Springs High School graduate David Taco Abarca's Maria's Mexican Restaurant, Florida Boulevard, 1/2 mile east of James Drug Store.
Your local authorized steel outdoor power equipment dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment. C&M Outdoor Power has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965. Known for their quality outdoor steel equipment and tools, C&M Outdoor Power will expertly service everything they sell, and C&M is here to answer all of your questions. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, your local steel dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment Sales and Service. Corner of Florida Boulevard and Cuban Road in Denham Springs.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, and Lucas Shank have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Count on it at Smith Accounting Services. Randy Smith and his staff have decades of accounting experience, with Randy along with Mickey McMorris and a terrific staff. Smith Accounting Services can handle all of your accounting needs: personal taxes, computerized payroll services, corporate income tax, business taxes, bookkeeping. And when their quality work is done, you can count on Randy Smith to reminisce about Yellow Jackets athletics. Smith Accounting Services, 277 East Railroad, Denham Springs.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Densfree, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, the Law Office of Ivy L. Graham, and Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
It's the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Last week, Yellow Jackets fall at home 35-3 to St. Thomas More. Yellow Jackets now 3-2 on the season, and this week it is Live Oak Eagles to open up District 5 5A play from Yellow Jacket Stadium. I'm Josh Ward, and we are now joined by head coach of the Yellow Jackets, Coach Brett Beard. Coach, I know it's an old cliche in the coaching world, but the saying goes, in wins and losses, there is always something to be learned. Last week against St. Thomas More in that loss, what did you learn about your team that maybe you didn't know before?
Well, I mean, we're getting better. You never know how good or how much growth you're having, until you go against somebody like a St. Thomas More. I've told this to a few people this week that, this time 5 weeks ago, we might have been down 40 or 50 and nothing at half with who we were to where we were, Friday night versus St. Thomas More. I was really pleased to see our kids compete. Outside of the penalty issue, our kids were disciplined and really did some great things and really battled. Now, defensively, you're down 20-0 at half. Defensively, you've been put in a bad spot pretty much the whole first half with field position. And I thought our kids just bowed up. Really proud of the way we competed. And anything that was on film, negative, positive, whatever, we were going to take and learn from and grow from, and it's easy to correct.
You just mentioned it, field position was such a big part of the night, especially in that first half. For the first quarter, you're only down 6-0. Defense really came up big in some really tight spots.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, their back was against the wall most of the night early on, and they bowed up a couple times, got some big stops. And, St. Thomas More is a good football team. They're a complete football team. So, when you get a stop and they punt it down to your one, hats off to them again for execution and getting the job done and putting us in a bad spot. But, again, you can't I'm not big on moral victories by any means. But, the growth from 1 to 5 is really off the charts. Our kids are giving us everything. They're stuck with us, and they're getting better. And they're all in. It's been a lot of fun to watch them compete at a different level every week.
You go into the half down 20-0. What was the halftime like, and how did you feel the team was feeling at that moment? Because, again, in those tight spots, they had really come out fairly well.
Yeah, I told them, I said, look, we got this team right where we want them. You're down 3 scores, and I've had your back against the wall all night long. We have the football coming out. All we have to do is get some points, and we're right back to where we need to be to finish off and catch them and compete. And that was really the message of the half. I mean, don't shy away from them. They're really good. We've given them everything they had at this point. We've got to go. We've got to get going, and we got to get that confidence, and it's got to start now in the second half coming out.
In the second half for you defensively, you would look to make a stop, and somehow St. Thomas More would just extend it. I thought back to the 4th and 6th where the quarterback scrambles and gets just enough of the first down. I think of 3rd and long, and somehow they throw it up, and the receiver is just right where he needs to be to make the play. It just seemed like defensively late in that game, it was what else can we do?
Yeah, and the 2 bad penalties. The roughing the punter and the passing or the roughing the quarterback. That extended those drives. I mean, look, you're perfectly fine with making a mistake that's costly if you learn from it. And I think our kids, by the look on their face Saturday morning, by the way it bothered them that night, that this was going to be something they were going to learn from. It was going to stick with them, and we could continue growing.
So deep in your own territory for most of that first half. And yet, going back to only being down by 6 but it was so hard offensively to get momentum going because of how deep you were trying to play out of that hole for much of that first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. The field position battle is so key, and I tell our kids all the time, if you finish every drive offensively with a kick, whether it be a PAT, a field goal, or a punt that flips the field position, you got a chance to win a lot of football games. And, when we punted, we were so deep that we weren't able to flip it, and they were getting the ball in good spots. We just got to continue to grow. We got to continue to learn from it. You can't make those kind of mistakes. You can't lose the field position battle, the turnover battle against teams like St. Thomas More and expect to beat them because they have a program that's established and one we all want to build, and which is why I wanted our kids to see it.
You mentioned penalties earlier, and offensively, there was this formation that you had that we've seen throughout the year. Go in motion, it would be some kind of flag. What was going on there? Because that's not something unusual that we've seen out of Denham Springs offensively.
My understanding was they were making a motion call, which is legal. They weren't simulating the snap count. They were making a motion call and causing our guys to flinch or fidget, and it got us a few times. They got caught sometimes in the nerves of a big-time game. Your hearing and everything's a little intensified. Your nerves have you ramped up, and you're a little out of sync. And they showed that. Our O-line kind of reverted back to some of our young ways and showed that Friday night by listening to things that had no importance to them. And it kind of caught us. It causing us to jump and flinch. And, we were really fidgety at front or at the beginning of the game up front. That caused us a couple early penalties. Little things that are very easy to clean up that, again, against a big-time opponent, we showed our youth again a little bit. And, it's part of it. It's part of the process, and we're going to continue to get better. And I think our kids see that, and they're all in and get better.
On a positive note, we did see Jerry Horn return to the field for the Yellow Jackets, and he really provided a spark for the offense last week.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea. I knew he completed a lot, but I think he completed the first 9 out of 9, which is huge for us, and really huge for him. I mean, that kid just needs to play. He split time the last 2 years. He's thrust under the fire as a freshman. He gets hurt and nicked up week 1. Retweaks it a couple weeks later. I think he's finally getting healthy. And, he's another one as good as he is. He really doesn't have a whole lot of experience, and we need him to play. I thought Goldman did a good job coming out. You put a young kid in a big-time spot. I thought he did a good job. Did he make some critical mistakes? Yeah, but, I mean, that's normal. I mean, the kid's a sophomore, and we put him in the fire. But to have the luxury of the 2 quarterbacks, and getting Jerry back to normal and getting him somewhat healthy, I think Deshaun has got us to that point, and those 2 are going to battle it out and make each other better for the next 2 or 3 years, and I'm really excited to have both of them.
Peyton Puffer, another guy that we got to see come in for the Yellow Jackets offensively, and he kind of got some things going as well. Horn to Puffer was a little good connection there at some point. So how important is it to get him more involved in this offense?
Well, I think offensively, if you look back on us the last couple of years, a lot of our success was with a two-tight formation with Bishop and Goodwin. Well, now you get Puffer back, and that's Bishop and Puffer, kind of that bigger body, athletic tight end that's going to be a blocker, that's going to be a road grader that can go out and catch some seams and do some things there. And then you got the more athletic, smaller tight end, kind of an H-back type player that can impose some challenges for defenses and matchup challenges because he is such a good route runner and great hands, good athlete that you get a dynamic playmaker back. That's only going to make us better, and that's what Puffer's going to do.
And, Coach, as always, we always see this no matter what the score is out of Denham Springs, the pride that the team has in a late game where it's clearly gotten away from you, but playing for that DS on that helmet, you could certainly see that all the way to the very end of that game last week.
Yeah, I mean, we pride ourselves on playing a physical, tough brand of football for 48 minutes. And I tell them all the time, you can't get wrapped up in the scoreboard. You can't get wrapped up in the situation. All you can do is go harder. All you can do is do your job. And there's no such thing as perfect. But the closest thing to perfection that we can chase is each man gives us everything he can on every snap and take care of the guy next to you. And you know what? You're as good as you're going to be and as good as we're going to be. And because of it, our kids have bought in. They're playing the game the right way. And I'm really proud of them, and I love watching them play.
All right, that'll put a wrap on Week 5 in St. Thomas More. When we come back, we will look to the district opener against the Live Oak Eagles. We are back after this timeout on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Your locally owned full-service dry cleaner in Denham Springs is Quick and Handy Cleaners. Quick and Handy Cleaners can expertly handle all of your dry cleaning needs with friendly Livingston Parish hometown service. Quick and Handy Cleaners, family owned and operated by Scooter and Kay Keene, and serving Livingston Parish for 50 years. Quick and Handy Cleaners at 397 East Railroad with locations in Walker and Watson. Quick and Handy Cleaners.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
Hey guys, this is Steve and Ben Wilson with Peak Performance Physical Therapy. With both of us being graduates of Denham Springs High School, we're proud to be on the sidelines on Friday nights, helping to ensure these athletes stay safe. However, we also realize that injuries are a common part of life, so whether you're hurt at home, on the job, or in the community, please understand that we are here to help with all of your rehab needs. While we enjoy treating the athletes of Livingston, we love treating the entire Livingston population as well. So come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy for all of your rehab needs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Aspen Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Danny Pauline of 5 Star Printing, Horace Wilkinson State Farm Insurance, Rustic Home Outlet, and Mattress Express Outlet, Sport Clips, BJ Pawn and Gun, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
It is the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Yellow Jackets opening up district play against Live Oak. That will be at home. I'm Josh Ward, and we continue our conversation with head coach Brett Beard. Coach, a short week, and I'm sure this one comes at the right time. You can move on quickly from last week and get focused on district and parish rival and Live Oak.
Yeah, it's good to have those short weeks after maybe a tough loss like that, because you got a day sooner to get that taste out of your mouth, and you kind of have to. You don't have time to to beat around the bush and to waste time, because you got to turn right around and get ready to go a day quicker. And that's what I love about a short week, and especially in the middle of the year like this.
Hutch Gonzalez, first-year head coach at Live Oak, someone you were familiar with. You guys are pretty close, right?
Yeah. Look, Hutch and I played ball together at Southeastern that year. I was a very good little young receiver we had. And, of course, I hired him at his first high school job. He was my OC at Bowling Green, a little private school in Franklinton that we were together at. Did a great job for me there, and has really grown in this profession. And, yeah, I was excited the day Live Oak hired him. I mean, I think that program had kind of taken a little dip from when we all left, and I think Hutch is the guy with the mentality and the attitude to get it back to where maybe we once had it, and then hopefully be better. I'm pulling for him to do better.
We talked about last week going against a legendary coach like Jim Hightower. How much more fun is it in this one when you have someone in your district, but also a close friend? Because you're trying to match X's and O's. I mean, it's a chess match between two guys, really. Yeah,
it is fun. I try not to talk about it or buy into it. And realistically, it is fun. Like, I love Hutch. I've had a long relationship now, and it's like I said, man, I pull for him every week except for one. But it is a lot of fun to go against him, and I hope he brings his best, like I expect him to, just like he expects me to. And we've been in battles together, and we've been in battles against each other, and I've had some great ones. And it's a lot of fun to go against one of your friends. We poked fun of each other this week. He put the little double pass, triple reverse, or whatever on the board behind him when he did his Livingston Parish News interview. And, I made a joke that I don't think is a joke. I think he really did roll our quarterback's house on Monday night. He won't admit it, but I think it was him. Just little things like that make this fun. Sometimes we forget the pressure of our job. You get wrapped up in the job, and you forget to have some fun. And, rivalry game at a school that I was once at with one of my good friends coaching at, it makes it a lot of fun, and it's going to be a great night.
Well, you talk about the fun, and when you have two schools that are so close to each other and really just want to beat each other, but they're just so intertwined. The families, mom went to Denham, the dad went to Live Oak, all that stuff that goes into it. I imagine it wasn't too hard to get this team motivated to get ready for this one.
No, in the day and age of social media and everything else and technology, these kids talk trash nonstop 24/7 the week you play. They've had kids rolling our yards. I'm sure we've had kids rolling theirs. I think. I really don't know. But, it is so close. We do get wrapped up in, I guess, the hatred of the rivalry during this week. But I'll tell you, man, we pull for Live Oak when we don't play them. We want the best from them just like they want the best from us. And I still have a ton of love for Live Oak. My wife teaches there. My kid, my little girls cheer there. I mean, it is what it is. We left behind some great coaches and great friends there for me to come here, and some of them have come with us. And so there is a ton of connection still. And it does mean a lot to a lot of us, and will always mean a lot to us. And it just so happens on Thursday night, it just doesn't matter. I mean, there is no love on Thursday night. We got a job to do. And our job is to win and bury them and then love them after.
Well, as we look at Live Oak offensively, it looks like last week they had to run out a sophomore quarterback. Pretty good with his legs from what I was able to see. What do you expect out of them offensively?
Yeah, of course, you got 43 the rate kid as a tight end. Is a big threat. Good player. I think you can stop him. You can stop a lot of their offense in the air. But the two little quarterbacks, the little freshman, is a really good player too. I think it's 12. And then Jones, both of them throw it well enough and get it out quick enough and accurate enough to be very scary with their arm. But I tell you what, they're two athletes that can run. I don't know what they're going to do as far as anything new scheme-wise, but I mean, you're almost to the point. I think they've had some injuries in the backfield where you got to play some type of two-quarterback system that gets you two better athletes on the field, and that could give us some problems if that is something they're looking at. But they had a kid early on in the year who I thought was a pretty good little receiver. The Peterson kid, I think he's moved over to defense completely, so that kind of negated one athlete that we've got to worry about defensively, but. They spread you out to run the football, and they run with the quarterback, so sometimes you can gain a gap and gain a number there. It makes things tough, especially with some of the movement they do. But it's a good football team. It's a young football team, and so I know how they feel. And they're going to come in. They're going to play hard. They're going to compete. They're going to do some great things offensively, and we got to do some great things defensively to stop them.
Defensively, with the new coaching staff coming in, I know some of the coaches are still there from last year, but what do you look for them defensively? What kind of scheme are they going to roll out? Yeah, they're more of an even front now.
So you haven't seen Live Oak run an even front now in probably, 8 years. So you're going to see a little more of that. I think they do a good job with their D-line. The D-line is big and long, and they play really aggressive. And of course, against our O-line at times, that could be a problem. They get the backfield a lot and try to disrupt the timing of a lot of your pulls and a lot of your plays, which they've had some success with. So, they're really good there. And, again, they got the Peterson kid as a safety who's a big, long athlete that can run, who is a really good safety. Linebackers, the thing is, they're well coached. They're going to be disciplined. They're going to be where they're supposed to be. It's like on both sides. I think Hutch would be saying the same thing. Like, control the emotions, get control of your butterflies and your nerves, settle in and just play the game and let it sort itself out.
So look at Denham Springs offensively. Who will be starting at quarterback? I know we'll probably see both play in the game, but who will take the first snap for the Yellow Jackets?
Yeah, I think if you know my history, it's kind of I don't like the hot hand mentality by any means, especially at the quarterback position, but with some of the revolving door of injuries and some of the changes we've had to make, usually you go off the one that finished the game before. So we're going to go with Jerry. I think Jerry's had a great week. Jerry's got a great grasp on the offense. And you forget, because he played some as a freshman and sophomore, you think he's experienced. He's really just a junior ready to start his first full year. So he does do some little things that that shows his youth at times, but he's got a great grasp on his offense. He's a great football player. And to have Goldman there pressing him is only going to make him better. And then Goldman's a great football player. So, you're going to see a sprinkle of both. They do a little bit different things. And, Jerry's the guy. Jerry's the guy that's going to lead this program and take us where we got to go.
Would you say that box play defensively for the Yellow Jackets will be a big factor in this one?
Yeah, with what they want to do with some of the pulls and the quarterback run, they're going to try to get us on some edges. They're going to move some people around. If you notice, some people have gotten some. We've had some problems on the edges at times. The box has gotten better in the middle from where it was early on and in the preseason. So we're really happy there with that growth. But people have gotten some edges on us. Saw that again last week with St. Thomas More. And so we got to do a good job really in the box and making sure we mixing up our spills and our splatters and our different reads we're going to give these offensive guys as we solidify the box, solidify the edge. The kids just got to come up and make plays, and that's what they're taught to do, and that's what they love to do. So,
Coach, to wrap this up, I want to get your opinion on this. Obviously, Tuesday, the LHSAA had some meetings where they were voting on the select, non-select thing. It seems like it's pretty much staying the same for the playoffs this year and that. So it just seems like every year this is going to come up, and at some point, the system's never going to be perfect. You're never going to please anyone, but in your opinion, the way it is right now is the way it should remain, correct?
Yeah, my opinion is they got it right now. How they got there might have, pissed some people off, or some of the principals might not have liked how we got there, which I understand completely. But as far as being right, I never liked how the select, non-select was really pitted private versus public, because there are public schools that are select schools because of open boundaries, open parishes, charter schools that have a lot bigger boundaries to draw athletes from than even us. But a select and non-select definition that they've voted in place is correct. And I thought the playoffs was unbelievable in every division on both sides last year, with great football, great state champions, and I think they've got it right.
All right, Coach, I had the pleasure to meet Miss Peg and Mr. Dan last week in person, had a nice conversation with them, so I know you don't have to tell them tonight because I know they'll be here again for this one before they head back to Birmingham. But, Coach, we always appreciate your time. Best of luck. Go Jackets, and we will talk with you next week.
Absolutely, man. Thank y'all so much for all you do. And, hey, I got to watch the YouTube show the other day for the first time, and you and Mitch do a great job. I appreciate y'all.
We're trying to keep it going, Coach. Appreciate the kind words.
Awesome.
That was head coach of the Yellow Jackets, Brett Beard. We are back after this time out on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Do you have a go-to doctor when you're sick? Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
Von Roten Eye Clinic is your full-service eye care specialist. Dr. Hunter Bond and Dr. Chris Roten and their staff expertly handle all of your eye care needs. A former Jackets football player, Dr. Hunter Bond is proud to serve the Denham Springs community that gave so much to him. You can visit Von Roten Eye Clinic at 222 Veterans Boulevard in Denham Springs or call 791-2020. That's Von Roten Eye Clinic in Denham Springs, with locations in Hammond and Amy.
You might know that State Farm agent Randy Robertson has great service. She's your good neighbor after all. But did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Randy Robertson has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Denham Springs. Visit betterwithrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Randy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Karam Inn, Triton Outpatient Clinic, La Casa Casino, Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Modad One Individual Sewage Treatment System, Forest Grove Plantation, and Billy Lynch Professional Title Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
As we welcome back into the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, Yellow Jackets and the Live Oak Eagles, Thursday night action here from Yellow Jacket Stadium. District opener for these two teams. Josh Ward now joined again by Mitch Covington. Mitch, we now know Jerry Horn will get the start for the Yellow Jackets, so we got that settled. So as we kind of look at the district standings here, this is the district opener. No one has played a district game yet tonight, so as we do know, half the teams tonight will be 1-0, or excuse me, after this weekend will be 1-0. The other half will be 0-1. But as we kind of look at it, you know, the expected prediction of order of finish was Dutchtown 1, East Ascension 2, Denham Springs 3, Walker 4, Sandoval 5, and Live Oak bringing up the rear. Right now it is Sandoval at 5-0, probably the biggest surprise of the season thus far. Dutchtown is at 4-0. They've only played Dutchtown has only played 3 games. One of them came by a forfeit, so they're 4-0, but only played 3 games. One coming by way of forfeit. Walker, we know 4-1. Live Oak 2-2. They also lost the game. They were supposed to play St. Helena, so we know what happened there. And then East Ascension 1-4. They always have the toughest schedule in the state before pre-district, and that's how it kind of stands out here now.
Yeah, it's everybody's going to be 0-0 when you get to district, though. But oddly enough, the way the playoff brackets work and everything, the district record isn't the only thing that goes by anymore. Back when I played football, back a long time ago, that only your district record mattered. You could be 5-0 when you got to district, and if you went 3-2, you might miss the playoffs. And there were some situations and times where teams did miss playoffs and like that. So that has changed where every game matters, whether it's a district game or a non-district game. But there still is that battle for a district title. And last year, Jackets were part of that district title. There was a tie at the top for the district, and the Yellow Jackets were district champion. So I guess you can say we're starting our title defense today in the first district game here this 2023 season.
Well, and that's the other thing too. People said that the way the playoffs work now is taken away from winning a district championship. Well, tell that to last year's team or any other team that has defended their district title. It means something. You're playing for your school. You're playing for that Denham Springs on the side of the helmet. Coach Beard, we talked about that. So there's a lot of pride that goes into that. So it does mean something. But when it comes to power rankings, it does not mean a whole lot.
Exactly. There's a little bonus point, I believe. I guess I'm not 100% accurate on that. It used to be a bonus point. I still think it is. If you do win the district title, you get a bonus point within your power rating, so it does give you a little boost with that. But, of course, you need to win enough games to get into the playoffs, and if you're not winning district games, you're not going to have a lot of wins, and you're going to be put in a really low spot, or else you're not going to make it at all.
All right, Mitch, we've talked about quarterback play for Denham Springs. John Madden said if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Coach Beard would disagree with that all the way. We've seen over the years, whether it be running backs, quarterbacks, whatever the deal is, we've seen tonight, as Coach Beard said, Jerry Horn is going to start, but you could also expect to almost definitely see Goldman come in at some point too.
I think you're right, and I don't know if we'll see Goldman exactly tonight, but I know that Goldman's going to be ready. I know that he has gotten 3 weeks of starting quarterback experience underneath his belt, and then Jerry Horn's the guy that came in last week and gave us a spark when we needed it. He's going to be the guy to get the ball first tonight, and as long as he takes care of the football and moves the offense, I don't think it's necessarily going to change for sure, but Goldman is ready if called on.
Absolutely, and we know that Jerry Horn was able to give that spark that we talked about last week to this Yellow Jackets offense, able to move the ball down the field through the air.
He was. He hits the big pass, not even just short, but he hit some big, deep balls down to Deshaun McBride. Then also you can see the wheels in the legs. He was able to move the ball, run around in the pocket when he needed to.
All right, we're going to take a time out here for the national anthem. We will come back ready for kickoff on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98, and the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better. So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy located in Denham Springs at 145 Aspen Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
Hey, assistant, what's the best way to stay connected to my Demco account information?
It's easy to take control of your account by registering at demco.org.
What will I be able to do when I register?
Everything from viewing and paying your bill to reporting outages and contacting customer service. Also, sign up for text alerts to get the information you need when you need it. There's even an app for iPhone and Android. Register today at www.demco.org.
For more than 120 years, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as a news source for our community. It is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com and can be found via social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. The news also launched the LPN Weekly, a podcast. Each episode takes a closer look at a single issue of importance to Livingston Parish or an extended conversation with local newsmakers. The LPN Weekly can be found on major podcasts like Apple, Google, and Spotify, as well as their website. The Livingston Parish News, your community news source since 1898.
D&M Outdoor Power Equipment and Skag Lawnmowers, a winning combination. D&M Outdoor Power Equipment provides the highest quality Skag products and services for their customers, and C&M is always there to answer questions, with customers leaving C&M knowing how to use and maintain their purchased equipment properly. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, C&M has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965, featuring Skag mowers. That's C&M Power Sales and Service, corner of Florida and Cuban in Denham Springs.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry. And Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Safe Voyage Tattoo, You Safe and Lock, Buddy's Barbecue, Adams Smoke Shop, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, and Coconut Willie's Daiquiris. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
That will do it for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, brought to you by Sporting Center, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. At Sporting Center, they have everything you need from athletic equipment to school uniforms. So go see Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCants, and their terrific staff over at Sporting Center. That is 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. Yellow Jackets won the toss, will elect to receive to start this one. Mitch, so quickly get us your keys to the game for the Yellow Jackets here tonight.
Well, the keys are definitely going to be more on defense. We're going to have to be able to stop the quarterback from running the football. Sophomore quarterback Kaden Jones, they do a lot of quarterback runs. It looks almost like Wildcat in a lot of things, a lot of jet sweep actions. They hand the jet sweep. The quarterback keeps it. He runs. Quarterback wants to run. That's a big part of their offense. We got to shut that down, first of all, on defensive side of the ball. Offensively, we just got to keep that running game going that we have built over the last few weeks. R.J. Johnson's been doing a good job behind that offensive line, and we want to make sure we kind of keep that going and move the chains. And I know Jerry Horn's back in there. He's ready to go, ready to lead this football team and just kind of keep that momentum that we've built over the last few weeks.
All right, so it will be Varice back to receive for the Yellow Jackets and Slade Daigle as well, and it will be Breck Schultz to kick it off to start this one here from Yellow Jacket Stadium. Let's have a good one, Mitch.
I think we'll have a good one. I hear Back in Black blaring over the loudspeakers, but I don't know if that's accurate. It says Back in Black. We've never been in black, so how can it be Back in Black? But look at your TV screens there, your YouTube. You watch it on the phone or iPads, but the Yellow Jackets in the black uniforms, first time ever wearing black, and so we'll see if it brings us good luck tonight.
We hope so. Breck Schultz has it teed off at the 40, and they will line up now. He will step up, and we are underway from Yellow Jacket Stadium. End-over-end kick into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10. Yellow Jackets their own 20-yard line after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Do you have a go-to doctor when you're sick? Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
We welcome back in Yellow Jackets football. 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets. It will be Jerry Horn starting out of the shotgun. Sends McBride in motion. Here is the snap. He drops back, looks to throw, throws it downfield, looking for Deshaun McBride. And McBride has it at the Live Oak 35, and the ball comes out. It is going to be incomplete. My goodness. Almost a great haul right there by Deshaun McBride, but Yellow Jackets taking a shot early here. Like the call, Mitch.
Yeah, that was a different little formation. Coach Caskey's been saving one up for a little while. We came out with both sides of the field stacked receivers. McBride was stacked behind Mason Maurice. Short motion, sent him deep. Had a few steps on him early on. By the time Horn was able to get rid of the ball, the Eagle defender Griffin was able to catch up and kind of knock it loose at the end.
All right, so it'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets from their own 20-yard line as Horn will work it from the shotgun yet again. Has Johnson in the backfield lined up to his right. Waits for the snap. Gets it. We'll hand it off to Johnson. Johnson trying to come to the nearest sideline. Will pick up about 3 yards on the carry.
Yeah, testing out the interior of that Live Oak defense right there. We mentioned before we want to see the Jacket running game, see if we can kind of keep that going. R.J. Johnson's had some big games here recently and trying to get behind that offensive line, which early in the year faced a lot of injuries. This group of offensive linemen has been together for about 4 weeks now, been doing a very good job in the run game, and we want to continue that tonight. But there on that first game, the Eagle defense was stout and playing now 3rd and 7.
Well, each week you just see this offensive line just continue to gel more, which is what you always see, and always want to see that improvement there. Going to be 3rd and 7 now for the Yellow Jackets. It will be from their own 23-yard line. Horn gets a snap, drops back from the shotgun, looks to throw, throws it downfield, and it is going to be incomplete right at midfield, almost intercepted by the Eagles there. Will bring up a 4th down for the Yellow Jackets.
I was thinking Haynes may have had the option to stop if the cornerback was bailing and going deep. It looked like he tried to stop at the sticks. Would have been open there, but as he got back to the sideline, I saw coach talking to him, so I believe that was a called go route from the get-go. So Horn threw it deep. Haynes had stopped short, and it's a little miscommunication right there. So it's a big key in the game right here, this kicking game now. Live Oak is going to, with Breck Schultz, we saw his opening kickoff go deep in the end zone. They've got an advantage in the kicking game.
Trenton Harrison will have to punt this away. He is going to be hit on a bad snap, and it is down at the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for Live Oak after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, and Lucas Shank have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Going to be 1st and goal for the Eagles to start this one after the bad snap on the punt. Is going to be handoff from the 5-yard line. It's going to be handed off in the backfield to Rosenthal, and it will be for about a yard gain, maybe 2, and it will be 2nd and goal now.
Tough spot for the Jacket defense right there. The high snap went over punter's Trenton Harrison's head. He got a hand on it, but by the time he jumped so high to get the snap and come down with it, couldn't get it off. Live Oak starting their first possession inside the Jacket 5-yard line. It's going to take a terrific defensive stand to keep 7 off the board.
That'll be 2nd and goal for the Eagles from the Yellow Jacket 4-yard line. We are scoreless here. First quarter action from Yellow Jacket Stadium. Here's a handoff to Rosenthal, and he will trip right at the 5-yard line, so he'll lose a yard on that one. Brings up a quick 3rd and goal now for the Eagles.
An unforced error there by the Live Oak Eagles, and the Jackets will definitely take that as he tried to take the handoff from the quarterback. Their feet got tripped up, and then Rosenthal goes down quickly. So after having 1st and goal at the 4, the Eagles are now playing 3rd and goal at the 5. Deshaun McBride, who had to come out for a play because his helmet popped off, is now back in the game, and he may be needed on this one.
All right, so it will be 3rd and goal from the Yellow Jacket 5-yard line now for Live Oak. It will be Jones from the shotgun. Empty backfield, sends a man in motion. Here is the snap. Will keep it himself, and he's going to be tackled back at the 5-yard line to the line of scrimmage, so no gain there. Brings up 4th and goal.
Great job by Jonas Clark. That was that kind of wildcat look of offense, even though it's not a running back quarterback. It's a normal quarterback. They bring a jet sweep across. Quarterback faked it, trying to get the defense flowing wide and tried to find the zone back up in the middle of the defensive interior, but Jonas Clark hard off the edge, hitting the quarterback in the backfield. Caden Jones, a sophomore quarterback for Live Oak. So a great stand for the Jacket defense because out comes the Live Oak field goal unit. So even if we give up 3 here, the Jacket defense certainly did their part.
It will be Breck Schultz to attempt a 23-yard field goal attempt. Ball is lined up right in the middle of the field. Live Oak gets a snap. Hold is down. Kick is going to be blocked, and it is blocked, and the field goal is no good. It'll be Yellow Jackets ball with 9:01 left in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Yellow Jackets on offense after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
We welcome you back into Yellow Jacket Football, Family Radio 91.9 FM, and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets, 20-yard line. Here's a handoff in the backfield to R.J. Johnson, and he will go off to the right side. Picks up about a yard on the carry, and that's about it.
Josh, that was a huge defensive stand for the Jackets. As much as momentum as Live Oak could have taken, getting 7 points on the board quickly, they didn't even get 3. Their field goal kicker, Breck Schultz, is a great high school kicker. He's got plenty of leg from 45, 50 yards. I'm not sure if there was a mix-up on the hold or something, but the ball didn't get very high. Kind of went right into the middle of the interior, and that ball didn't get up off the ground.
Going to be 2nd and 9 for the Yellow Jackets. They will play it from their own 21-yard line. 8:25 left here, first quarter action. Horn out of the shotgun. Waits for the snap. He will get it, drops back, looks to his left, will throw it, has his man at the 25-yard line to the 30-yard line. That is going to be Hunter Ryder on the reception, and he will get right to about the 30-yard line, which should bring us to our first Yellow Jackets first down of the night and make that a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Family owned, children friendly, incredible food, and locally owned by Big Mike O'Neill.
Jackets playing a little bit shorthanded right now. Senior tight end Seth Bishop got injured in practice this week and won't be available. We think he's going to be back next week. But Hunter Ryder stepping in right there in that position and did a nice job on the pass reception.
Ryder will get to the 31-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets. Here's a handoff in the backfield to R.J. Johnson going off to the right side, trying to get some positive yards, and he will lose a couple on the carry.
Yeah, not getting much in the running game so far early on in the game. Live Oak, of course, a lot of adrenaline right now early in the game. Both teams are fired up. Start of district, big rivalry right here. The Live Oak Eagles are flying around on defense, and so far in the running game, we've had runs of about 3 yards, 2 yards. Now that one was a loss of 2 yards, and so going to have to maybe soften them up a little bit. Did a good job on second down last time, finding a receiver out in the flats.
All right, so it'll be 2nd and 12 now for the Yellow Jackets. They will play it from their own 29-yard line. Horn will work it from the shotgun. He has Johnson lined up to his left. Here's a handoff to Johnson. Johnson going to the right now to the 30, the 35-yard line, and will be pushed out of bounds just shy of the 40. Will be 3rd and short now for the Yellow Jackets.
I think Live Oak defensive coordinator thought like I did and thought we might pass it there. Coach Caskey outsmarted us both because they dropped back into pass coverage, and we hit it with a little inside run with RJ, and he found good running room right there. So about a 9-yard gain is going to bring up 3rd and 3. So spot right here, if we can keep the chains moving, pick up a couple yards, and get the ball out toward midfield.
Will be 3rd and 3 for the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets from their own 38-yard line. Jerry Horn gets it from the shotgun. Will hand it off to Johnson. Johnson comes to the left side, breaks one tackle, turns it up at the 40 to the 45-yard line. Stiff arms the guy, will be pushed out of bounds at the 45, and that is a Yellow Jackets first down, making it a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Check out the Denham Springs Sports Hall of Fame at Big Mike's.
Nice run right there by R.J. Johnson on 3rd and short. bounced it to the edge. Then they had one corner defender right there for Live Oak, had a chance to jump at his feet and trip him up before the first down, but RJ showed good nimbleness, good swiftness, bounced to the outside, got to the corner, and picked up about 8 yards.
6:08 left here in the first quarter. It is a scoreless game thus far, but the Yellow Jackets trying to get something going here offensively. Jerry Horn from the 45-yard line will work it from the shotgun, fix the handoff, looks to throw, does, and is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was the tight end, Hunter Ryder, right at midfield.
Yeah, a little bit of play-action pass right there, trying to get it back to Hunter Ryder like we found him earlier. Similar little route that we had at that time. Horn had a defender right in his face quickly. He had to dump it off just a step before Hunter was ready to catch the ball, and the ball just went a little bit above his head. But still playing second down. Had a good drive right here. Started at our own 20. We're now out near midfield, and we'll try and keep that going.
All right, it will be 2nd and 10. Their own 45-yard line for Denham Springs. Horn from the shotgun yet again. Tight formation, sends a man in motion. That is Caleb Koss. Here is the snap. Will be a fake handoff in the backfield to Johnson. Horn looking to throw downfield now, and he does, and it is going to be caught at the Live Oak 30-yard line for a first down by Tylen Haynes. First down, Yellow Jackets. That's a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Big Mike stays open late after Denham Springs High School football games. I hope he knows it's a Thursday night game.
Horn had two options right there. He actually could have run and had a lot of room to run the ball, but he kept his eyes upfield. He found Tylen Haynes on a deep cross. Throw was a little bit low. Haynes did a good job of getting down there and keeping the hand underneath the ball so it didn't hit the turf. And a good catch right there. Big pickup for the Jackets.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the Live Oak 30-yard line. Now it will be Horn from the shotgun. 5:19 left here in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets on the move. Has Varese in on offense now, drops back from the shotgun, looks to throw, looking for Haynes in the end zone, and it is going to be caught in the end zone, and it is in for the touchdown. Tylen Haynes, a 30-yard strike from Jerry Horn. Yellow Jackets strike first.
That was a beautiful throw by Jerry Horn. Tylen Haynes just went straight down the field right there. Nice throw from the 30-yard line. It caught him Haynes in the back of the end zone. Officials on the back line had to look at each other, make sure they saw feet inbounds, and they did. Great drive for the Jackets. 80 yards right there, going to get points on the board first. Jerry Horn commanding the offense, finding Tylen Haynes down the field on some big passes, and get the lead early on.
It'll be Sam Hernandez to attempt the extra point to make this a 7-point game. It will be Horn as the holder. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. Through the uprights, extra point is good. 5:08 left in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets 7, Live Oak 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by BJ Pawn and Gun, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Liberty Auto Sales, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, and Rustic Home Outlet and Mattress Express Outlet. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
Back on Yellow Jacket football, it will be Sam Hernandez to kick it off from the 40-yard line. Here is the kick, and he will kick this one deep. It will get to about the 10-yard line. Ball is dropped by the receiver, who is Whitehead. He picks it up, gets to the 15, will be brought down around the 15-yard line. We'll see where they give him the spot, but it will be first down for the Eagles. But it brings us to our first Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance scoring drive for Auto, Home, and Health. It's Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance. Team members include Justin Summerall, Amanda Cook, Pauline Incardis, Nikki Giachetti, and Christina Watson. Visit betterwithbrandy.net. What do you have for us, Mitch?
The Yellow Jackets went 80 yards. It took 3 minutes and 53 seconds off the clock, and then we finished it off with a 30-yard touchdown pass from Jerry Horn to Tylen Haynes. And with 5:08 left in the first quarter, the Yellow Jackets lead 7-0.
That is the Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance scoring drive. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Their own 23-yard line. Jones will get it from the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, throwing it downfield now, and is going to be caught at his own 45, gets across midfield, down the sideline. He's at the 30, the 20, still on his feet, 15-yard line on the reception. For Live Oak is going to be Ben Moyer, and it's a big first down for Live Oak.
Yeah, Hawkins got his eyes in the backfield. Brian Hawkins. All the initial routes were covered. The Jackets had great coverage, and then Carson Jones broke the pocket, and as he did, Hawkins stopped his feet, was looking at the quarterback. Moyer slipped behind him, kind of like LSU's been doing lately, and Jones with a good pass to Moyer and a big gain.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles now from the Denham Springs 15-yard line. Jones from the shotgun will get the snap. Hands it off in the backfield to Rosenthal. Rosenthal trying to go off to the left side, and he will be stopped for about a yard gain.
Good job right there. Jonas Clark and Kai Dwyer on there to meet the ball carrier. Rosenthal pretty quickly there, only a 1-yard gain. So Jackets take momentum with the touchdown early, and then on the first play back after a good kickoff coverage, Live Oak drops the kickoff a little bit. The coverage gets down there, pins them back. Guy slips behind the pass coverage and makes a big play for him. So once again, Live Oak in the red zone. We held them tight one time already. Let's see if we can do it again.
4:13 left here in the first quarter. Denham Springs 7, Live Oak 0. Going to be 2nd and 9 for the Eagles. Here's a handoff to Rosenthal in the backfield, trying to come to the near sideline off his right side, and he will be tackled back at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
And it's been impressive to watch Rancher Miller this season, junior safety. But we've got two of the best safeties in the district right now for sure. Deshaun McBride, one safety, the LSU commitment, but Rancher Miller has been playing some great football, coming up quickly to help stop the run. That was a no gain right there. Miller, who starts at about 6-7 yards off the ball, got up to the edge very quickly and tackled Rosenthal before anything got going.
Will be 3rd and 9 for the Eagles from the Yellow Jacket 14-yard line. Caden Jones will work it from the shotgun, has trips out to the far side of the field, and it will be a timeout called. Live Oak will have to use their first of the half with 3:24 left in the first quarter. Denham Springs 7, Live Oak 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Remember, local and loco when you think of Maria's Mexican Restaurant. Local and Happy Abarca family is from Denham Springs and has been serving great Mexican food at Maria's for almost 40 years. Loco means crazy, and you'd be crazy not to eat at Maria's. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, enchiladas, my amigos, it's all great at Maria's. So be local and don't be loco by eating at Denham Springs High School graduate David Taco Abarca's Maria's Mexican Restaurant, Florida Boulevard, 1/2 mile east of James Drug Store.
Going to be 3rd and 9 for the Eagles. It'll be a quarterback keeper to Jones. Jones gets to the 10, will get to the 5-yard line, and he will get inside the 5-yard line. He will have just enough for a first down. Will be 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Didn't look like that was a called quarterback run. He sprinted out to his left. Receivers were running pass routes, and Jones decided once he was able to get to the edge to go ahead and turn it up and try and get through the Jacket defense. And he didn't have a whole lot of room to get there, but, man, he used quick feet right there, and he zigzagged his way through the Jacket defense and did pick up the first down.
Jackets defense trying to come up with another big stop here. 1st and goal from the 4 for the Eagles. Here is Jones, hands it off in the backfield to Rosenthal, and Rosenthal will get in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And they were able to match the Jackets right there. Good drive by the Eagles. The Yellow Jackets go 80 yards to tie it up, and they take it about 82 yards, right? Or they'll take the lead, the Jackets did, but the Eagles are looking to tie it up now after about an 82-yard drive of their own.
All right, so that will send out Breck Schultz to attempt the extra point. We know it was a 23-yard attempt earlier that he missed. It looked low, but Yellow Jackets still keep the 3 points off the board there. But it will be Breck Schultz to attempt the extra point. Well, actually, it looks like they're going to keep the – no, I forget they do that swinging gate thing.
They've got it, but, I was seeing where the kicker was lining up. They bring him off the sideline. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't see the kicker lined up out there in the swinging gate formation, but when they decide to kick it, the quarterback runs off, kicker runs on. But they better get moving. There's less than 5 seconds on the play clock.
Holder waits for the snap. Play clock down to 0, and that should be delay of game, but they let the kick go off anyway.
The flag was thrown.
Yep, the flag was thrown. You got it? Okay, good.
They took a little while deciding if they were going to run the swinging gate or switch the kickers out, and then 5 yards, really, the distance isn't going to matter. Like I said, Schultz has a great leg, but, last time didn't go so well. So.
Maybe they wanted a little more room. Maybe it was too close for him.
Get a little better angle for him, right?
There you go. All right, so it'll be a 5-yard penalty, delay of game against the Eagles on the extra point attempt. They will line it up yet again. Kind of a little slowdown here. Schultz will await the snap. It is going to be Griffin is the holder. Waiting for it. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. Extra point is through the uprights, and the extra point is good. 2:47 left here in the first quarter. We're tied up at 7, and we are back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Von Roten Eye Clinic is your full-service eye care specialist. Dr. Hunter Bond and Dr. Chris Roten and their staff expertly handle all of your eye care needs. A former Jackets football player, Dr. Hunter Bond is proud to serve the Denham Springs community that gave so much to him. You can visit Von Roten Eye Clinic at 222 Veterans Boulevard in Denham Springs or call 791-2020. That's Von Roten Eye Clinic in Denham Springs with locations in Hammond and Amy.
It is Yellow Jacket football. We are tied up here from Yellow Jacket Stadium on a special Thursday night, and it is a district opener for both of these teams, and 7 miles down the road from each other. The rival is here. The juices are flowing, and we've got a good one so far, Mitch.
If you were looking for an exciting rivalry game, we've got that so far. We've had big plays on special teams and, bad punt snap and a team starting outside their own 5 and then a blocked field goal. Then we've had 2 long drives, and so a lot of action here in the first quarter.
Slade Daigle and Mason Varese back to receive for the Yellow Jackets. Schultz will step up from the 40, and he will whiff on the ball. And I've never actually.
Did he touch it?
I'm not sure if he.
I guess they're going to let him kick it again, but.
It looked like. I mean, it looked like the Charlie Brown where Lucy pulls the football up.
It really just kind of funny. I've been praising Schultz all night, and then first field goal didn't go so well for him, and now the kickoff kind of whiffed, strike one.
That's right.
But I don't. Is it windy out there? We're in the press box here. The flag's blowing a little bit.
All right, so Schultz will tee it up again at the 40-yard line. Will step up, and he kicks this one away. A nice boot on this one as it will go into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets to start this drive at their own 20-yard line. 2:46 left here, first quarter, tied up at 7. So see if the Yellow Jackets can answer here.
That's what we're going to try and do. Live Oak answered our quick touchdown, and then they're going to come back and get their points back on the board. But I really liked what we saw last time. We had a good mix of run and pass, a little play action early on, dumping it to Hunter Ryder and getting some yards. R.J. Johnson started finding some running room, and then we took a couple deep shots down the field, and Horn was very accurate with his throws. And so want to keep that momentum going with the offense.
All right, so Yellow Jackets will march their offense out onto the field. Jerry Horn will remain in at quarterback. So you think it's going to be Jerry Horn all the way is what you were saying earlier?
I think so. I don't think there's a plan. We're going to play 2 quarterbacks. I think Horn's the starter, and they're going to ride with him as long as he's playing well.
1st and 10 Yellow Jackets, their own 20-yard line. Here is a toss in the backfield. That is going to be to Byers, and Byers will try to get off to the right side, and he will be tackled for a loss on the play, a loss of 2.
It does seem to me Live Oak is trying to protect against the run. They're getting a lot of bodies up there near the line of scrimmage. They're trying to stop the Jackets from running on early downs and trying to chop off 5 or 6 yards on first down. So that may be some times in the future that on first downs we take some shots because our touchdown a while ago from 30 yards out was a first down play. So we might get some favorable matchups in the passing game.
It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Yellow Jackets, their own 18-yard line. Horn from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 out to the far. Here is a snap. Hands it off to Byers. Byers going to that right side again, and we'll get to the to the 19-yard line. So he picks one of the yards back up, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now.
Yep, so Jackets are in a tough spot here. So playing long yardage, backed up at our own 19-yard line. Tough spot as far as we're going to put the ball in the air. Live Oak's going to be playing back for some pass coverage here. We don't have McBride and Varese out on the field right now, so Tylen Haynes may be the main guy we're looking at up there at the receiver on the top side.
3rd and 11, Yellow Jackets from their own 19-yard line. Horn from the shotgun. Sends Byers from his right to his left, now gets a snap, drops back, looking to throw, hits Byers in the flat. He's at the 20-yard line, picks up a block, gets to the 25, and will be brought down at the Yellow Jacket 26-yard line, brings up a 4th down for Denham Springs.
Even though that wasn't successful right there for the first down, I thought Horn did a good job getting the ball out quickly to Byers out of the backfield. He had a chance to maybe pick up one block and try and find some running room to get the first down. He kind of cut to where the guy blocked him, though. The receiver tried to block him back into the field. I thought he had the sideline, but Byers cut back into the defender. So about an 8-yard pickup, but on 3rd and 12, that wasn't going to be enough. So out comes the punt unit. Go hold our breath a little bit. We need a good snap right here so we can flip some field position.
It'll be Trent Harrison on 4th and 4 from their own 26-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. It is Caden Fritter back to receive for Live Oak, and we have a flag on the play. It is going to be false start against Denham Springs. Back them up 5 yards.
Yep, losing some of that field position we just picked up on the third down play.
I could hear your frustration there because those pre-snap penalties as coaches is what drives you crazy.
The frustration was because we had a good snap and we were going to get that punt off. I did hear Coach Beard talk about what happened last week.
Yes.
We kept going in motion and guys were jumping. They said St. Thomas More's defense was making some calls when we went in motion to make their adjustments, and our linemen were jumping when they hear a call made out on the other side of the ball.
Harrison will wait for the snap after the penalty, makes it 4th and 9 from their own 21-yard line, gets the snap right at the 5-yard line, will get it away. It is Fritter back to receive. It is going to hit at the 45 of Denham Springs and take a nice roll to the Live Oak 45. Inside the 40-yard line will be 1st and 10 for the Eagles after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Brendan Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, KOA Campground, the law office of IBL Graham, Brian Ross, owner, OK Computers and Auto Sales, Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Dentistry. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome back in. Yellow Jackets football going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 38-yard line to start this drive. Jones will work it from the shotgun as usual. Here is a snap. We'll throw it quickly to the 40-yard line on the far sideline. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Dakota Jones.
Dakota Jones, a freshman, and you'll see a lot of young guys out there for Live Oak getting some action. So you got a freshman receiver out there trying to catch the ball in the flats. We got a senior All-State LSU commitment to Sean McBride right there ready to make the tackle. If he did make the catch, Jones wasn't able to come up with it, but McBride was right there in a great spot if it was made.
First quarter action here from Yellow Jacket Stadium. It is a tied ball game, 7 apiece, with 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 from their own 38-yard line for Jones. Here is the snap. Fakes the handoff, drops back, looks a throw towards the middle of the field. He does right at midfield. It is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver that time was, hold on. Oh, wait, yeah, that's the one we didn't have, right?
But Hayden Ray is
I'm sorry, 43.
sophomore receiver.
Yeah, I couldn't see that.
He's going to be probably the main target for most. Last year as a freshman, he had a nice night against us, and I know he's put up he's definitely got the most catches on the year for Live Oak. Nice-looking sophomore, kind of a tight end body, but he splits out a lot, playing a slot receiver for him, a big guy coming across the middle. Rancher Miller, I mentioned him earlier, doing well, tackling for us this year, playing great in the run game. Well, he had very good coverage right there in the pass game and a good pass deflection.
Going to be 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. Empty backfield for Jones, who will send a man in motion, and it is going to be a flag on the play. False start against the Eagles. So maybe the Yellow Jackets picked up a little something from St. Thomas More when they send a man in motion. We've got a little count now.
Maybe we got something when someone goes in motion and we yell something for people to move around. You can't snap a fake snap count. You're not supposed to be able to do that, but you're allowed to communicate when guys are moving. So when guys are moving from one side of the field to the other, if a defense yelling shift or they're yelling some kind of code word, but Live Oak had a right tackle that just jumped right there, so they went from 3rd and 10 back to 3rd and 15.
I think that's kind of what Coach Beard was saying too, that they had their own little signal for it, which wasn't illegal, was the explanation that he got because they weren't simulating the snap count. 3rd and 15 now from their own 33-yard line for Live Oak. Jones from the shotgun, drops back, looks to throw, setting up a screen to Hayden Ray. Has it at the 35. He's at the 40. Will be pushed out of bounds at the Live Oak 45-yard line. Will be 4th down now for the Eagles.
Brian Hawkins read it well. He just went low on Hayden Ray. I told you he's got a tight end body. Hayden Ray's a big kid, about 6'2", 6'3", good size, and Hawkins went low and missed him, but then Rancher Miller was there following him up right there to finish the tackle.
That will do it for first quarter action here from Yellow Jacket Stadium. We've got a close one tied up at 7 apiece. Second quarter action after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday, Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
All right, that will do it for first quarter action here from Yellow Jacket Stadium. It is a 7 apiece here between these parish and district rivals. It will be 4th and 6 from their own 42-yard line for the Eagles. That sends Schultz to punt this one away. Varese is back to receive. It hits at the Denham Springs 30, rolling to the 20. Inside the 20-yard line, it'll be downed at the 16, maybe 17-yard line. I think they're going to make it the 17. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 17-yard line. So, Mitch, after the first quarter action there, you saw both teams kind of make their own little mistakes and have some miscues. They kind of answered each other when it came to scoring. So here we are heading to the second quarter with a tie ball game. This is exactly kind of what you expected out of these two.
I felt this was going to be a real close game. You might come down to the end in the fourth quarter. It should be a tight ball game and see who's got more stamina, maybe who has more depth and is able to put it away. So interesting. I thought we may lose the special teams battle tonight. I thought Live Oak had an advantage there, but Trenton Harrison did a great job when we were punting a while ago and had about a 40-yard net punt, and then now this time Live Oak with about a 40-yard net. So we evened out on that one. That's a win for the Jackets.
1st and 10, Yellow Jackets, their own 17-yard line. It will be Horn from a pistol formation. We'll hand it off in the backfield to Johnson. Johnson gets to the 20-yard line, tries to shake a tackler, and will get to the 22-yard line. Nice first down run right there by R.J. Johnson. Probably his best of the night so far.
Yeah, had a little counter play going right there. Maybe, like you said, the first time we've seen a bigger hole right there. Had a little bit of a good running room. We had a backside guard that was pulling through, and also the H-back was leading through right then. I can't see if that was Hunter Ryder on the field or you mentioned Cross being on there. I think Cross is in the huddle right now. That's who's on the field for us right now. So good job leading through the hole. Jackets opened up a little bit of room right there, so playing 2nd and, 4?
2nd and 4 from their own 23-yard line for Denham Springs. It'll be a pistol formation again with R.J. Johnson as the long back. Ball is on the ground. Horn is going to have to pick it up. He has pressure, and he's going to be sacked back at the 15-yard line after the bad snap right there, just right off of Horn's fingertips, and it hits the ground.
Yeah, those are the things you just got to try and eliminate, and it just – you want to be a good team. You can't have those 5-yard false start penalties to put you behind the sticks, and you get 2nd and 4, and then we snap the ball on the ground. Horn wasn't able to pick it up off the turf quickly, and just got to get a better snap right there. And so that put us back at a 7-yard loss. 3rd and 11, long distance again right here.
Just underway here. Second quarter action from Yellow Jacket Stadium, tied at 7 apiece between the Eagles and the Jackets. It'll be 3rd and 11 for Denham Springs at their own 16-yard line. Horn from the shotgun drops back, looks to throw. He does, has R.J. Johnson at the 15. He's at the 20, the 25, has some room at the 30. Near sideline at the 40, the 45 across midfield. Live Oak 40, 35-30, 25-20, and will be tripped up about the 15-yard line of Live Oak. And it will be first down for the Yellow Jackets, making it a Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill. Jackets first down. You can cater your next party at Big Mike's. Check out Big Mike's catering menu.
Great play call by Coach Caskey right there. I told you earlier in the game we started out with we had 4 receivers, but 2 of them stacked on each side of the field. We brought McBride in motion, sent him deep, and took a shot early on. Well, we showed that same formation. We hadn't seen it all year. Same little motion, and while all the Live Oak defenders dropped back deep, we dumped a little slip screen out to R.J. Johnson, who picked up blockers around the right sideline. Huge gain for the Jackets. Great play call.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Live Oak 17-yard line. Jerry Horn from the shotgun, drops back, looks to throw. Well, keeping himself now. He gets to the 15-yard line, still on his feet at the 10, the 5, and he will be brought down inside the 5-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a lineman for holding as Horn broke the pocket right there and scrambled upfield. I think somebody's going to get called for holding. It was a good run by Jerry. He found a hole in the Eagle defense as the receivers all went out, and he had a big gain. Should have been 1st and goal inside the 5, but that's going to be coming back.
All right, so that will be a holding call against the Yellow Jackets. That'll push them back. A reminder coming up at the half, it'll be the Small Sliders halftime report, and we will have our very own Brandy Robertson, of our Scoring Drive sponsor, in here with John Fine, so be sticking around for that. As we'll get you the recap of the first half, and then John will have Miss Brandy Robertson. Always a joy to see her.
I mentioned Caleb Koss earlier. He started the year defensive lineman, and he's moved a little bit to the H-back position right here and doing a good job helping us out tonight.
Going to be 1st and 20 now for the Yellow Jackets at the Live Oak 27-yard line after the holding penalty is assessed. Horn will have to keep it himself now. He gets to the 25, the 20, makes a move, stays on his feet, spins around, will go down inside the 20-yard line to about the 18, so he gets most of the yardage back to the original line of scrimmage almost.
He really did. So from 1st and 20, we're back down and got 9 yards, so we're facing 2nd and 11. So we did get back some of those penalty yards right there. If you're thinking field goal kicking with Hernandez for us, I think he's probably good from 35 and in. I don't know that we tried much more if it's farther than 35 yards. But right now we're right on the edge of his field goal range. Want to push it closer. Of course, we'd like to get 7. That's the main goal. But we're right on the edge of field goal range at the moment.
2nd and 11 for Denham Springs. Live Oak 18-yard line. Horn will get the snap, hands it off to R.J. Johnson. Johnson will be hit at the line of scrimmage and will try to get some positive yards and will pick up maybe a yard on the carry. Looks like, well, maybe they're going back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain.
Yeah, it might have been in the back of Coach Caskey's mind as well to try and pick up a few yards and make sure we're in field goal range before this 3rd down play where we're going to have to probably try to pass the ball and get a 1st down. Unfortunately, the Eagles' defense was stout. They were ready for it. We tried off the left side of our offensive line. Not a whole lot of running room right there for RJ, so we're facing 3rd and 11.
It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Yellow Jackets. Tied ball game, 7 apiece between Yellow Jackets and the Eagles. 8 minutes left here in the first half. Empty backfield for Jerry Horn as he will await the snap. He gets it, drops back, looks to his right. He is going to fire. It has R.J. Johnson at the 12, gets to the 10, and will get to the 6-yard line. Should be just enough for a 1st down. And he is right at the marker. It will depend on the spot, and it is enough for a 1st down. 1st down, Yellow Jackets make it a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill. Jackets 1st down. Come book your personal private your personal private party in one of Big Mike's private banquet rooms.
Jerry Horn is looking really sharp tonight right there. We went with 5 wide receivers, as you mentioned. No running backs in the backfield. A lot of receivers working downfield. R.J. Johnson on the right side stopped at about 8 yards. Horn found him. He was open with a little room to run. He made one guy miss, worked himself up the sideline, and picked up the 1st down. So a huge pickup on 3rd and 11.
1st and goal for the Yellow Jackets. Live Oak 7-yard line. Jerry Horn from the shotgun will hand it off to Johnson. Johnson off to the right side, gets it to the 5, puts his head down, pushes forward, and will be right to the goal line where I think they'll put him down just shy of the score, but a nice run right there. R.J. Johnson just powering through that one.
You know, he showed power, but he also showed ability to be shifty. He made one guy miss at about the 5-yard line, and once that guy missed and was laying on the ground, he took on a defender at about the 3 and shoved him forward for 2 yards and almost found pay dirt.
Yellow Jackets going to go quickly here as it will be a tight formation. Jerry Horn will get the snap, will go forward, and we will have a flag on the play on the far side. I think it's going to be against Live Oak.
Yep. Jackets are lining up for the old Philadelphia tush push.
That's right.
All right? Got the quarterback sneak working right there. I've heard another name for it, the brotherly shove.
That's right,
so
yes, which apparently you can only be a Philadelphia Eagle fan to use the brotherly shove.
Oh, so that's the
one. Yes,
so
that's
we'll
the rule.
Go back with
That's
tush
just,
push.
yeah, there you go.
We'll go back to tush push. We were going to get in the end zone there, but in high school football, we've mentioned it before, if you line up offside and the play is ready to go, the center with his hands on the ball, they go ahead and blow the play dead. So you can't decline the penalty. It's a dead ball. They're going to mark off a half yard. The ball was at the 1-yard line, so we got to try it again. But now the ball will be placed inside the 1.
Yep, so it is half the distance to the goal. Will be 2nd and goal for Denham Springs.
It just takes a little while. It was the side judge way over there by the pylon that started blowing his whistle, bringing the ball in for trying to stop the play. And the Jackets already snapped it, but like I said, just they blow it dead in high school, so you don't get a chance to take the option of the touchdown because we would have been in the end zone.
6:40 left here in this first half. Denham Springs 7, Live Oak 7. Yellow Jackets trying to top this drive off with a touchdown right here.
I believe we're going to do the same thing. The Jackets are hanging in the huddle, waiting for the play clock to get started.
Yep, they will break the huddle, go up to the line. Jerry Horn will be under center. R.J. Johnson lined up behind him.
It's not quite the same formation, though.
Not quite, but pretty close. Jerry Horn will await the snap, gets it, and he will push through. The push is good, and the touchdown is good. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Great push right there by the Jacket offensive line. Credit those guys in the middle. Caden Barber, Vance Crow, and Jackson Martin moved the Live Oak defense forward, and Jerry Horn just kept pumping his legs behind them. Get the 2 yard, the half yard at that point to find the end zone. We started at 2 yards the play before.
Yes.
But
all right, so it'll be Sam Hernandez coming on to attempt the extra point, try to extend the Yellow Jackets' lead here. Jerry Horn will be the holder. Horn will get into position. Hernandez lined up. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. And it is through the uprights, and the extra point is good. 6:32 left in the first half. Denham Springs 14, Live Oak 7. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
We get back in Yellow Jackets football. It is Denham Springs 14, Live Oak 0, and coming up it is going to be the Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance scoring drive for auto, home, and health. It is Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance. Team members include Justin Summerall, Amanda Cook, Pauline Incardis, Nikki Giachetti, Christina Watson. Visit betterwithbrandy.net. And Mitch?
That was not good. We whiffed on the kickoff like they did a while ago, except we actually made contact. That's going to be a 4-yard kickoff. Live will have great position. But let's go ahead and get the scoring drive. The Brandy Robertson scoring drive right here. So the Jackets went 83 yards just then, took 5 minutes and 28 seconds off the clock. We finished up with a touchdown with 6 minutes and 32 seconds left. Jerry Horn with a 1-yard quarterback sneak. Yellow Jackets lead 14-7, but unfortunately the kickoff, we kind of whiffed and moved it 4 yards up the field.
That's not something you normally see from the kickoffs with Denham Springs.
That's twice on that going the same direction. I just don't believe it's that windy out here. Something funny is happening out there.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from the Denham Springs 44-yard line. As you said, Mitch, great field position to start here for Live Oak, so we'll have to see this defense step up and see what they can do. It will be Jones from the shotgun. Gets the snap. Will hand it off in the backfield, and getting to the Denham Springs 40-yard line is going to be Blake Rosenthal on the carry for the Eagles.
Now, that was just straight-up power running right there by Lavo. Rosenthal had a couple of lead blockers in front of him. Not a whole lot of misdirection, trying to trick you left, right. Guys going, no, that was just straight coming downhill at you, and a good first play there for Live Oak.
2nd and 5 from the Denham Springs 39-yard line for the Eagles. Jones from the shotgun will check the sideline now. He has one receiver to either side. Rosenthal lined up in the backfield to Jones' left. Jones will get the snap. Will hand it off to Rosenthal. Rosenthal going to the right side now. Will be tackled at the 36-yard line. Nope, we're going to check him at the 34-yard line. No, check that 37, my bad.
Well,
sorry, 37-yard line.
That was pretty much the same play they just tried a while ago. They ran it to the left, and now they tried it back to the right. He has 2 lead blockers in the backfield up in front of him, but the Jackets were stronger on that second one.
Going to be 3rd and 3. Eagles from the Yellow Jacket 37-yard line. Jones from the shotgun, 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Rosenthal still in the backfield, lined up to his left.
The Jackets did a good job not jumping on a hard count. They lined up quickly, faked the snap, now check the sideline and reset.
Jones will await the snap out of the shotgun. Gets it. Will hand it off again to Rosenthal. Rosenthal will get to the 36-yard line. Will he be brought down? So 1-yard pickup, but it brings up 4th down for the Eagles.
Nice job in there. I believe that was that Cedric Polk. I'm trying to see who was in there making that tackle, but Shaq Butler was up in there. I think we have Trevor Lewis also in there in the middle of the defense, roaming around back and forth. Great job of the Jacket defense bringing the 4th down.
All right, will be 4th down for the Eagles. They look like they're going to keep the offense out on the field, Mitch.
They're going to call a timeout right
Yep,
here.
so they're going to call a timeout to talk about it. We will take it with them as well. 4:34 left in the half. 14-7. Yellow Jackets with the lead. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday, Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Your local authorized Steel Outdoor Power Equipment dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Power Equipment. C&M Outdoor Power has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965. Known for their quality outdoor steel equipment and tools, C&M Outdoor Power will expertly service everything they sell, and C&M is here to answer all of your questions. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, your local steel dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment Sales and Service, corner of Florida Boulevard and Cuban Road in Denham Springs.
Going to be 4th and 2 for the Eagles from the 36-yard line. They will get across the 35 right to the 34-yard line, so it's going to be close, Mitch. It is going to be close depending on the spot.
It's going to depend on which referee actually gets the spot. The referee from our sideline, I think, has it marked for a first down. The referee from the Live Oak sideline was a little bit farther back, and I think it would have been short.
All right, so we will have to wait to see what the spot is going to be. Yellow Jackets think they've held them here. Live Oak thinks they've got it.
That was short of the first down, but Caden Jones, the sophomore quarterback, did a good job of keep pumping his legs, and he kind of bounced back off of that first hit just a moment and then dove forward and maybe got that extra yard that he needed. It's going to come out for a measurement here, but I do know that was Trevor Lewis earlier right there on the stop, 39-38. I've mentioned that before. All of our linebackers are 39, 38, 36. There's a defensive end that plays there a lot, Darius Scott, and it's hard to tell which sometimes they tuck them jerseys up under the shoulder pads. It's hard to get those numbers every now and then. But on that 4th down play, Jones tried to roll to his left and find a crease in the Jacket defense and accelerate forward. Big hit in the middle. That was Trevor Lewis again with the hit, but then Jones was able to kind of bounce back and then kind of get his momentum going back forward. And then we'll see what the sticks show.
All right, so they will stretch it out here from Yellow Jacket Stadium with 4:23 left here in the first half. It is a first down for the Eagles, just enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going with 4:23 left in this first half. And it is Denham Springs 14, Live Oak 7, but the Eagles trying to punch one in here.
Coach Beard, I was watching him. He wasn't real happy. I told you that the guy on our sideline was about half a yard farther upfield than the guy that was running in from the other side. Both of them are coming in to mark the ball. But, of course, where the ball finishes, if it's on your side of the field, you're going to be the referee that makes the call. The ball's dead in the middle of the field, so I don't know who won the battle of where they actually spotted the ball. Coach Beard was doing a little talking about that, and there's a flag, which is just a warning. They got a sideline warning, so I don't think they're going to get any yards marked off, and they'll probably be settled down later on.
So you're saying Coach Beard was given an earful?
I think he did. To the referee on our side. He was the one that won the mark, I think.
Going to be 1st and 10. Yellow Jacket 34-yard line now for Live Oak. Here's a high snap over Caden Jones' head. He is back at his 45-yard line. He'll be tackled back at the Yellow Jacket 47 for a big loss on the play. A bad snap over Jones' head, and that's going to push him back deep.
That's number 36, Darius Scott, with the hit back there. Look, 2 football teams here, 2 teams that are trying to find their way and build their programs and be better teams, but we've seen self-inflicted wounds from both sides. Our offense did a little bit earlier with a bad snap. We were able to overcome it with the great screen pass. Well, now here they go, 1st and 10, momentum of just getting the first down, snap the ball over the quarterback's head. So now they're playing 2nd and 23. So great news for the Jacket fans right there. Darius Scott with a good job getting in the backfield and hitting Caden Jones quickly after he picked the ball up.
Will be 2nd down and 23 for the Eagles. Yellow Jacket 47-yard line. Jones will get the snap, fakes a handoff, looks to throw quickly. It is going to be caught on the far sideline, I believe. That is going to be a catch by Landry Smart, and it will be 3rd down now for the Eagles.
Nice catch by Smart on a short out route. When I do say short, that was only about a 3-yard gain. Jonas Clark underneath coverage, almost got his hands on the ball. Maybe could have had a pick six if he got there just over his fingers. Mason Maurice was on top of him. Of course, give a little bit of cushion on 3rd and 23, or 2nd and 23 as it was. So the Jackets will give them 3 yards on that little quick out route. But a good catch, nice catch there by Smart.
3rd and 19 now for the Eagles from the Yellow Jacket 43-yard line. 14-7 Yellow Jackets with the lead. 2:40 left here in the half. Here is the snap. Jones gets it, looking to throw, throwing it downfield. It is going to be incomplete at the 10-yard line. Intended receiver was Brody Welch, and it is 4th and long now for Live Oak.
Great coverage by Rancher Miller in the secondary right there. That's an advantage I think the Jackets have, our secondary against their receivers. You take Varese and McBride and Rancher Miller, and then Brian Hawkins has played great for us this season. I like that matchup. The bad snap is going to force Live Oak to lose a lot of ground, and now out comes the punt team. 2 minutes and 36 seconds, so hopefully we get the ball back here, maybe with some – it's not going to be decent field position, but we'll see if we're pinned all the way back or if we can at least keep it out by the 20.
It will be. Mason Varese back to receive for the Yellow Jackets. 4th and 19 for the Eagles from the Yellow Jacket 43-yard line. Here is Schultz' kick, and it will be fielded by Varese at the 5-yard line, trying to go from side to side, trying to cut up. Now he gets to the 10, to the 15, the 20. He's off at the 30 to the 40-yard line, pushed out of bounds at his own 40-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Bank Plus, together with Zelle, makes it easy to send money straight from your smartphone to friends, family, the yard guy, babysitters, or millions of others with access to Zelle. So yeah, pretty much anyone. And of course, they can all send you money too. Settle that dinner tab with Zelle. It's free, fast, and secure. And right in the Bank Plus mobile app. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC. Zelle is available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They will start this drive at their own 41-yard line. All 3 timeouts left for Denham Springs, 2 left for Live Oak. It'll be Horn from a pistol formation. We'll hand it off to Johnson. Johnson finds some room at the 45, stays on his feet, spins around, and gets into Live Oak territory to the 49. And it should be enough for a first down, and it is. Move the sticks as he will get to the Live Oak 48-yard line. Picked out of Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill. Jackets first down. Big Mike's has live music on the weekend, so check it out at Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill. Yellow Jackets going quick here. 1st and 10, Live Oak 48-yard line. Horn gets the snap, hands it off to Johnson, and will go down for a loss on the play. Looks like a little bad handoff or snap there, huh, Mitch?
Yeah, but I want to back up a second. I blurted Billy Cannon in the middle of that punt return right there. The Jackets have called a timeout here, so we'll catch it on the other side of the break.
Yep, catch it on the other side of the break. 1:42 left here in the half. It is Denham Springs 14, Live Oak 7. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Your locally owned full-service dry cleaner in Denham Springs is Quick and Handy Cleaners. Quick and Handy Cleaners can expertly handle all of your dry cleaning needs with friendly Livingston Parish hometown service. Quick and Handy Cleaners, family owned and operated by Scooter and Kay Keene, and serving Livingston Parish for 50 years. Quick and Handy Cleaners at 397 East Railroad with locations in Walker and Watson. Quick and Handy Cleaners.
Minute 42 left here in the half. It is Denham Springs 14, Live Oak 7. Again, as mentioned, Denham Springs using their first timeout now. They have 2 left, Live Oak with 2 of their own.
Yeah, so talking on that punt return, Billy Cannon wasn't supposed to take a punt inside his own 15, but he did and ran for a touchdown. Mason Varese shouldn't have caught one at his 5, but he did and ran it back out to the 40. That was a 35-yard return. 2nd and 13 now, Yellow Jackets from their own 49-yard line. Here is Tylen Haynes on the catch around midfield, and he will get to the Live Oak 43-yard line. The Jackets have done well this year in our 2-minute offense when we've tried to push the ball down the field in the last minute of a half. We've got several scores in the last minute, and here we are, trying to move the ball in the last 2 minutes, about 60 yards to get some points on the board. 3rd and 5 now for the Yellow Jackets. Live Oak 43-yard line, minute 15 left here in the half. Horn from the shotgun, drops back, looks to throw, throws it towards the middle of the field. It is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Deshaun McBride, and it will bring up a 4th down now for the Yellow Jackets, and Jerry Horn down on the ground, slow to get up. He was slow to get up, and that would be tough for the Jackets. He's played really well tonight so far, and we want to keep him in the game. That right there, we tried 4 receivers. Everybody was running slants. The inside guys were covered, and by the time he checked back to the outside receivers, kind of lost his time, and he had an open receiver, threw a little bit behind him right there. But Coach Beard has decided maybe to punt. I don't know if we have a fake punt right here, but punt team is coming out. Trenton Harrison will come on to punt this one away on 4th and 5 from the Live Oak 43-yard line. I would think it's a good idea to punt them back. We got a 7-point lead right here. Let's pin them back and get to halftime with 7-point lead. Jack Peterson back to receive for the Eagles, and we have a timeout called on the field. Yeah, Coach Beard called it. Coach Beard will call a timeout. That is Denham Springs' 2nd of the half, and we are back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
You already know that State Farm agent Brandy Robertson offers great service. But what you probably didn't know is that State Farm also has surprisingly great rates on auto insurance. In fact, customers call them jaw-dropping. And the surprise isn't reserved for just some. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Denham Springs. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Just be sitting down when you do. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Minute 8 left here in the first half. It is Denham Springs 14, Live Oak 7. Coming up, it'll be the Small Sliders halftime report. John Fine will hop in, recap this first half for you. And then from Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance, it will be Miss Brandy Robertson herself.
Tell you what, the Jackets called the timeout. Coach Beard decided he wanted to go for it right here, although it is interesting that McBride and Varese aren't in the game on this fourth down.
Going to be 4th and 5 for the Yellow Jackets from the Eagle 43-yard line. Horn from the shotgun. 2 receivers out to the far side. Gets the snap, drops back, steps up in the pocket. Going to keep it himself. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30, still on his feet at the 25. He's to the Live Oak 20. Going to be brought down inside the 20-yard line. Going to be first down for the Yellow Jackets. A big one. Make it a Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Visit Big Mike's website and check out Big Mike's on Facebook.
I mentioned after third down, it'd be a tough break for the Jackets if Horn went down. He was slow getting up on that third down play, but, man, he showed why right there that we want him in the game. Receivers really weren't open, and he made a quick decision. He found a seam in the rush pattern for the Live Oak Eagles, sprinted upfield for not only a first down but a big gain.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Live Oak 18-yard line, 35 seconds left here. 1 timeout left for the Jackets. It is going to be Horn rolling, looking to throw. It is going to be intercepted at the 15-yard line by the Eagles to the 25. We brought down shy of the 30-yard line with 26 seconds left in the half. Eagles come up with a big defensive play right there, and it is going to be first down Eagles after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy is excited to announce the opening of our newest clinic location in Watson. We are located at 32871 Highway 16 at the corner of Amy Church Road and Highway 16. And don't forget about our Denham Springs Clinic located at 145 Aspen Square next to Spectrum Fitness Club. At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete and everyone.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 28-yard line. Caden Jones will get the snap and will take a knee as the Eagles will try to take it to the half. And Mitch, you got
I just wanted to add, Horn, that ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. We're in a little bootleg action. He did have some receivers. I don't know if it was going to be Puffer or Haynes. They were coming across the middle of the field, but somebody up front in the line as he threw it got their hands up on the ball and it got tipped and deflected. And then the Eagle defender, one of the guys, was able to come down with it for Live Oak. So tough end of the half right there, but a great, great job moving the football, great job getting the lead to start off.
All right, so that will do it for first half action here from Yellow Jacket Stadium. That brings us to the Small Sliders halftime report, brought to you by Small Sliders, now open in Denham Springs. Perfect for tailgating. It is Small Sliders party pack of 25 sliders with a tray of fries. That is Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs. We are back after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Forest Grove Plantation, Liberty Auto Sales, Shea Landry Closing Attorney, Milestone Title, Triton Outpatient Clinic, Modad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, and Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses. Denham Springs High School football broadcast.
Von Roten Eye Clinic is your full-service eye care specialist. Dr. Hunter Bond and Dr. Chris Roten and their staff expertly handle all of your eye care needs. A former Jackets football player, Dr. Hunter Bond is proud to serve the Denham Springs community that gave so much to him. You can visit Von Roten Eye Clinic at 222 Veterans Boulevard in Denham Springs or call 791-2020. That's Von Roten Eye Clinic in Denham Springs with locations in Hammond and Amy.
Demco wants to give you the knowledge to get power smart. Simple tips that can help you conserve energy and save money. Sealing air leaks around windows and doors is a good start. Smart thermostats and improved insulation are great ways to make a bigger difference. There are many more ways to save energy and money. So when you're ready to make a big-time power move, download our free do-it-yourself energy audit checklist at demco.org.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnsignproductions.com are brought to you in part by You Safe and Lock, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, La Casa Casino, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Sport Clips, Buddy's Barbecue, and Safe Voyage Tattoo. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a biggie small. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Small's party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts. 37 TVs. And Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Aspen Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
It is the Small Sliders halftime report. Denham Springs 14, Live Oak 7 at the half. Josh Ward alongside John Fine. John, pretty quick, action-packed first half.
Really was. Both teams had opportunities they couldn't capitalize on in the first quarter and the second quarter. Other than that, 2 touchdowns for the Jackets, 1 for Live Oak. We're at 14-7. The Eagles had the ball 4th and goal at the Denham Springs 6-yard line, attempting a 23-yard field goal that got blocked. This was on Live Oak's first possession of the game. Jackets get on the scoreboard first. Horn, a 30-yard touchdown pass to Haynes with 5:08 left in the first quarter. Jackets go up 7-0. Rosenthal, a 4-yard run for Live Oak with the equalizer with 2:47 left in the first quarter. And that's the score at the end of the first 12 minutes, tied at 7 apiece. And then Horn with a 1-yard touchdown run. Great drive for the Jackets, taking it over 5.5 minutes. With 6:32 left in the second quarter, Jackets go up 14-7. Then the Jackets had an opportunity to add on as Mason Voorhees with a 35-yard punt return to the Denham Springs 40 with 2:20 left. Jackets advanced to the Live Oak 43, 4th and 5. Horn with a brilliant 25-yard run to the Eagles' 18-yard line, and then a pass deflected to the line of scrimmage, and then deflected in the secondary as well. Live Oak picks it off in the last minute. We are at a 14-7 Denham Springs advantage over Live Oak, Josh.
All right, John, coming up from Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance, you have
Brandy Robertson.
All right, so that is coming up after this timeout on the Small Sliders halftime report. Back after this.
Do you have a go-to doctor when you're sick? Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, and Lucas Schenk have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Aber, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnsignproductions.com are brought to you in part by Pony Up Restorations, Shea Landry Closing Attorney, Milestone Title, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, KOA Campground, Adams Smoke Shop, Brian Ross, owner, OK Confused and Auto Sales, and Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
For more than 120 years, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as a news source for our community. It is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com and can be found via social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. The News also launched the LPN Weekly, a podcast. Each episode takes a closer look at a single issue of importance to Livingston Parish or an extended conversation with local newsmakers. The LPN Weekly can be found on major podcasts like Apple, Google, and Spotify, as well as their website. The Livingston Parish News, your community news source since 1898.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. ServPro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is ServPro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at ServPro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. ServPro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so ServPro is faster to any disaster. ServPro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. ServPro of Livingston.
It is Small Sliders Halftime Report. My name is John Fine, producer of Denham Springs broadcast. Jackets leading Live Oak 14-7. And with us, one of our favorite people. She is Brandy Robertson of Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance. Brandy, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, John. I appreciate it.
Well, who's your bodyguard here?
So bodyguard is Amanda Cook, but she's our office manager. She's been with us since I opened in 2021.
You got a great crew. Talk about them.
You don't have enough time.
Okay.
So Amanda, like I said, has been with me since 2021. She's the office chaos coordinator kind of thing. We have Justin Summerall, which you like to call him the guy with great hair. He's been with me since we opened as well in 21. And I have some new staff, Christina Accomando and Nikki Giachetti, I'm sorry. And, of course, my mom is still voluntold to work as my receptionist, but I can't get her to go home. I said you can retire, and she just continues to stay, which I love, because how many people can say that they get to work with their mother every day?
There you go, and she wants to stay late as well.
Yeah, she don't have a choice. She rides with me.
There you go. There you go. Now, there's always a positive vibe when I get in to see you and to see your terrific staff at Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance. Talk about that and how important that is to your business.
Yeah, so in our office, culture is everything. I think it's important that the staff and, the team enjoy being there. They love coming to work, and most of all, they have a passion for what they do. We love our customers.
Let's talk about that. It's a cliche, but customer service is something that you really excel at.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
We all appreciate that, and I know that the team would love to hear it, but we treat everyone like family, and if you ever look at my Google pages and all my reviews, they repeat that theme comes from all of our clients. We have a sofa in our living room when you walk in. We have it set up that way because we really want you to feel like you're at home.
Have some nice pens as well, a couple of which I took today. Thank you very much. Talk about your community activity that you have. Talk about getting involved in the Denham Springs and Livingston Parish communities and how that's so important to you.
It's extremely important, and I know this is a short halftime show, but I'm
going
to try and dig into it. We really make an extra effort to give back to the community, be part, make an impact. It's really important to our team. We work on Saturdays, and we enjoy it, really enjoy it. But basically what we do, we have a passion for helping children. You'll see that in some of the events that we do have coming up for the rest of this month and into November. But everyone plays a very active role in reaching out to the community, even when we're not doing these events that we have planned.
Talk about the Louisiana Pediatric Cardiology Foundation. I know that's an organization that is near and dear to your heart.
It is. So we got involved with them, LPCF. So if y'all want to look it up and go donate, I would appreciate it. But LPCF has been a part of my family since my daughter was born. She was born with a heart condition in 2008. At the time, the only place that could help keep her alive and here with us was Boston Children's Hospital. When she was 3 months old, we went and we were up there for about 2.5 months, and things looked really bleak. Had we been anywhere else, my daughter wouldn't be here with me today. They helped fund the trip, gave us money to stay up there. You know, when you don't have income and both parents are there, things get tight, and they get tight quick. So they were able to help us with a grant to keep us up there as long as we could. We came home, and we do help them as well because they do free heart screens for student athletes, and I was able to partner with the Livingston Parish School Board and offer these free screenings to every Livingston Parish student athlete. And we're really excited to bring that to Livingston Parish.
That's really terrific, and I know that has to have so much special significance for you.
It does. It truly does.
But you don't stop there.
No.
Good Neighbor Community, October 28th, 9 to 12 in the morning in Albany. Avoid the football games. Great cause. Talk about that.
Yeah, so we specifically chose that date because there's a certain college team that's got a bye week that weekend.
Baton Rouge Community College?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
LSU.
So we chose that date. Albany is my hometown. That's where I live. That's where my children go to school. But it's part of the parish that doesn't get as much attention as we give to the Denham Springs location. So what we do is we partner with the businesses there, and each of us have a little booth, and we educate the community. So we'll be there with, little drunk goggles, simulation, life insurance information. And then we have pest control. We have car mechanics showing you what, the different lights are on your vehicles. Hopefully we can get them to help you show you how to check your oil. I'm working on that. That's a husband. And then we'll partner with the farmers market. So that's where we're going to be set up, is at the farmers market. It's a new business in Albany. So we will be there as vendors doing education. They'll be there as vendors selling their products. So we really encourage you guys to come out, take a little drive, and support Livingston Parish. Love LP.
And I know Amanda Cook and Justin Summerall and others are getting their bake on for the big bake sale you have going on.
Yes. So I am a CASA as well. So got my hands in just about anything.
What does CASA stand for?
So it is a court-appointed special advocate, and we're in dire need of volunteers out in Livingston Parish. You wouldn't believe how many children need a CASA to be their advocate, their voice in court. But what we're doing is doing a fundraiser, and it's going to be Denham versus Albany. So the Kinchin Group in Albany has started this fundraiser. They have gotten really good at it, but I'm a competitive person.
Okay.
And so I've helped them last year, and I fell in love with the concept. So this year, it's going to be, like I said, Denham versus Albany. We're trying to raise money, so we're going to be doing a bake sale. So any bakers out there, please help me. It is on November 3rd, so any cakes that you would like to donate, we would graciously take them off your hands. But they'd have to be at the office by November 2nd on Range Avenue. We'll have some guest appearances from local politicians and whoever else would like to stop by, but we'll be selling raffle tickets. And then you'll see me out on Range Avenue selling cakes. And there's no set price. It's whatever you'd like to donate. But you'll see me with a sign, and I'll be getting sunburned and having a good time.
That should be a lot of fun. Okay.
We're going to beat the Kinchin Group.
All right, there you go.
Making sure everyone knows.
You're too young
to show up.
You're way too young to remember this, but this is like a Joe Namath-like guarantee. I like that. Outstanding. Now, getting into a little bit of controversy, the rates for insurance in Louisiana. Is it the lawyers? Is it the people who don't get insurance? What's the deal with that?
Man, there's just so much happening. You couldn't pin it down on one thing.
Okay.
And to make sure I don't breach any codes here from State Farm, but there's a lot happening. And right now there's a chance for everybody's voice to truly be heard. And I can't stress enough how important it is to go vote, but be an informed voter. Because what you say matters, and you can hold them accountable. You're not just a vote. You're not just a number, but speak to the people that are running for office in your area, and make a difference. Like, go out, get the vote on, see what you can do to help bring your own insurance premiums down. It's not just insurance companies. It's not just your legislator, your attorneys. the best I can tell you is if whatever decisions our legislature makes, if it makes the insurance industry a little uneasy and it makes the attorneys a little uneasy, it's probably the right decision, right?
Okay, there you go.
So there's no win-win on either side. A compromise is what everyone needs, but nothing's going to happen if you don't vote.
I know it can't be Brandy Robertson alone, and I know that you get a lot of people that work with you, that you work with them in the Denham Springs community. One of these gentlemen is that rascal Mike Reed with ServPro.
I love Mike. He's a character, but he's actually been with us. I've dealt with him on quite a few cases for our customers. He's done a great job, and he's just an all-around good guy.
All right, so you have this terrific insurance agency. You get involved in all these worthwhile charitable events. For someone listening out there, okay, maybe a youngster, a young girl that might view you as a role model, what advice might you have for them?
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
And don't let anyone tell you what you can and can't do. Push your boundaries. Don't give up. And if you ever feel like you're at that location, call me.
Okay, there you go. What's the number?
225-665-3112.
Ask for Brandy Robertson.
Yep.
Or
absolutely.
if you're not available, Amanda Cook will take care of you.
Amanda Cook will absolutely take care of you.
All right. Outstanding. Brandy, you're my role model. Keep up the great work. Thank you for joining us.
John.
Thank you for everything what you do for the broadcast. Really appreciate you. That's Brandy Robertson. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Denham Springs leading Live Oak 14-7. Halftime of Yellow Jackets football. The Small Sliders halftime report concludes after this pause on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Densfree, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, the Law Office of Ivy L. Graham, and Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is right here in Denham Springs to help you select the right protection at the right price. Brandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages, so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Brandy Robertson, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want a good deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
No pain, no gain might apply to football, but not your teeth. If toothache pain, gain relief with Dr. Michael Sharola. Emergencies are seen the same day. Dr. Sharola and his staff treat all phases of dentistry, including Zoom whitening procedures. Michael Sharola was an all-state Denham football and baseball player, and you'll feel all world by visiting him. Call 665-3100 or visit Dr. Sharola in Watson next to the post office.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Danny Pauline of 5 Star Printing, Horace Wilkinson, State Farm Insurance, Rustic Home Outlet, and Mattress Express Outlet, Sport Clips, DJ Pawn and Gun, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
It is the Small Sliders halftime report. 14-7, Yellow Jackets with the lead over Live Oak. Josh Ward now joined again by Mitch Covington. Mitch, I'm sitting here looking at my notes, and what I have written down is miscues and missed opportunities.
Yeah, both teams both teams have shot themselves in the foot a couple of times. Started right off the bat with us, bad snap on the punt, but a great defensive stand by the Yellow Jacket defense. So we held them out of the end zone, but then Live Oak had their own miscues. Something happened on the field goal attempt. The ball got kicked right into the middle of the line right there, so no points for Live Oak. Jackets go down and score. Live Oak matches them back. One big play. Really, that one big play has been kind of the only thing Live Oak's really been able to sustain offensively all half. They had a busted coverage right there. This cornerback got his eyes in the backfield as the quarterback scrambled, and the guy slipped right behind him. So about a 60-yard pass or so got him down the field. That was kind of, like I said, the Jacket defense has played pretty strongly. Meanwhile, our offense, we have moved the ball up and down the field. We looked like we had another chance to score and get a 2-score lead right there, whether it be a field goal or touchdown. Live Oak did a good job getting their hands on the Jerry Horn pass, and it tipped up in the air, and they were able to come down with the interception. So 7-point game here at halftime. We knew it was going to be close. We figured in the fourth quarter it's going to be a 1-score game, and that's about where we stand right now.
All right, that will do it for the Small Sliders halftime report, brought to you by Small Sliders, now open in Denham Springs. Perfect for tailgating. It's that Small Sliders party pack of 25 sliders with a tray of fries at a Small Sliders Aspen Square in Denham Springs. Live Oak will get the ball to start this second half, and we will do that right after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Hey, assistant, what's the best way to stay connected to my Demco account information?
It's easy to take control of your account by registering at demco.org.
What will I be able to do when I register?
Everything from viewing and paying your bill to reporting outages and contacting customer service. Also, sign up for text alerts to get the information you need when you need it. There's even an app for iPhone and Android. Register today at www.demco.org.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Aspen Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Yellow Jacks kick it off from the 40-yard line. It is going to be returned by Live Oak, and the ball is going to come out just as we are coming back from the break there. The Yellow Jackets will get the ball now. 1st and 10 after Live Oak fumbles the second half kickoff return.
What a big break for the Jackets right there. Teams spend all their time at halftime. The Live Oak coach is like, all right, we get the ball first here. Let's put together a drive. We're going to get points on the board and tie this game up. And then on the opening kickoff, the Jackets make a big hit. I apologize for missing who got it, but I know it was Rancher Miller that hopped on the football with the recovery right there. So Jackets are taking over at the 36-yard line of the Live Oak Eagles.
All right, so it will be 1st and 10 for Denham Springs. We are just underway here, second half action. Yellow Jackets did have to kick off, but Live Oak fumbles the return, and it is now Denham Springs ball from the Live Oak 36-yard line. Jerry Horn, pistol formation with R.J. Johnson in the backfield. Here is the snap. He will hand it off to Johnson. Johnson finds some room, and we brought down at the 34.
Really good job by R.J. finding any runner room at all. We tried the right edge of the line. Live Oak had a lot of bodies up in there, but he kept being patient, and he found a little bit of a crease. Only a 2-yard gain you're going to look at the end of the play. However, there was a lot of penetration. He could have easily been tackled in the backfield, so he did a good job to get some positive yards.
Yep, it'll be 2nd down and 8 now for Denham Springs from the 34-yard line of the Eagles. Horn from the shotgun has Johnson to his left. We'll hand it to Johnson, who comes towards the right. We'll try to cut it towards the middle, and he'll be tackled for no gain on the carry. Brings up 3rd down.
So just like in the first half when we had a bad punt snap and had Live Oak had great field position, we held them out. Live Oak's defense is now trying to do their part after Live Oak fumbles the opening kickoff of the second half. So far, 2 plays for the Jackets, not much gain. Live Oak doing a strong job on defense, but we still got a couple plays here to get it because I think this is probably 4-down territory if we don't get the 1st down on this play.
3rd and 8 for the Yellow Jackets, 34-yard line of the Eagles. Horn waits it from the shotgun, gets it, drops back, looking to throw. He does, and is going to be caught at the 15-yard line on the reception. Is going to be Peyton Puffer. No, they're going to say he dropped it.
We got this. The ball came out late. Now, what are they going to rule? It came out late. Live Oak scooped it up. They're either going to call it incomplete or they might say a catch and he was down. So we'll see what they come up with.
Peyton Puffer now they're going to say incomplete. Coach Beard not happy about that. They wanted to say that he was down before the ball came out, but No instant replays in high school football, so that's going to bring up 4th down now for the Yellow Jackets.
Puffer did a good job of going up to catch the ball. Big hit by Live Oak there, the Live Oak defender, as Puffer tried to come down with it, and as he hit the ground, the ball shot out the backside. Looked like Horn missed Cost there a little bit short. Cost was maybe open about 5 yards downfield. At least could have chopped off some of that. But as I mentioned before, I thought it was 4 down territory, and the Jackets are, but a little surprising that I don't see McBride and Varese out there at the moment.
Going to be 4th and 8 for the Yellow Jackets. Live Oak 34-yard line. Horn from the shotgun, drops back, has pressure coming. He's going to be sacked back at his own at the Live Oak 46-yard line. Going to be a turnover on downs, and it's going to be 1st down for the Eagles after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, and Lucas Shank have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Will be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball will be at their own 45-yard line to start their first offensive drive of the night after the Yellow Jackets turn it over on downs. Jones from the shotgun will look to throw on 1st down. He does. That's going to be Hayden Ray on the far side of the field, and it is going to be right to midfield for a 5-yard pickup by Hayden Ray.
Yeah, the worst part of what ended up on that last possession right there, you think you're going to go for it from about the 35-yard line or 36. If you don't get it, Live Oak won't have great field position, but you take the sack. So about a 10-yard loss on the sack. Not only does Live Oak get the ball, but they move it up toward their end zone. So good job by the Live Oak defense making that stand.
It'll be 2nd and 5 from midfield for the Eagles. 14-7, Yellow Jackets with the lead over Live Oak with 10 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Looks like Live Oak trying to slow it down a little bit here.
Yeah, we mentioned they like to do a lot of quarterback runs, and we haven't seen that many of them today. So
on 2nd and 5, Jones will get it from the shotgun, looking to throw downfield, and it is going to be caught at the Yellow Jacket 15-yard line. On the reception is Dakota Jones, and he just made a heck of a catch right there, Mitch.
Dakota Jones, a freshman receiver out there running downfield. Jonas Clark had pretty good coverage, but he jumped up over the top and caught that ball on top of Jonas Clark's helmet and came down with the big play.
So they go from midfield to the Yellow Jacket 15-yard line. Will be 1st and 10, 9:28 left here in the 3rd quarter. Denham Springs 14, Live Oak 7. Jones from the shotgun. Do a hard count. Will fake a handoff now. Going to keep it himself, and he's going to be brought down quickly right there by the Yellow Jackets. Is that Darius Scott?
That's Darius Scott, number
Darius
36.
Scott.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a quarterback counter right there, but, man, Scott shot through the backfield quickly and a big tackle for a loss right there. So I actually thought it might be a few more than a 4-yard loss. The referee gave him forward progress, but Scott did a great job getting in the backfield.
All right, going to be 2nd and 14 now for the Eagles after the loss on the previous play. I thought number 35 was retired here. Oh, he's on. Okay, it was. He's 36.
36,
yep.
Yeah.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down, 14 for the Eagles. Denham Springs, 19-yard line. Jones from the shotgun gets the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, throws it. It is going to be incomplete at the 5-yard line. Really no one around for the Eagles on that one.
Good coverage. He tried to go again to the freshman in the back of the end zone right there, but McBride was there, and also that was Hawkins' side of the field. So McBride and Hawkins had him covered. He checked down to her lower level. We had linebackers up underneath that. Great coverage by the Jacket defense. Nowhere to throw the football.
All right, we'll be 3rd and 14 now for the Eagles from the Yellow Jacket 19-yard line. See what this Yellow Jackets defense can do here on 3rd and long. Jones will be out of the shotgun. 2 receivers out to the far sideline. Rosenthal in the backfield with him. Here is a snap. Has pressure coming. He's going to be hit. Ball comes out. Ball is on the ground at the 40-yard line, and it is going to be recovered by the Eagles, but it is going to be a big loss. It is going to be 4th and a mile for the Eagles.
Great job getting in the backfield right there. I'm losing track here. 39. That's Trevor Lewis, right?
Yes.
Trevor Lewis, number 39. getting a sack. He was in the backfield quickly, hit Caden Jones, knocked the ball loose. The ball rolled 20 yards back down the field. We had a chance to recover it. We weren't able to get it. Live Oak got back on it. But once again, defenses have answered the bell when something went against them. So a big play by Live Oak, the big pass reception, the Jacket defense immediately get a tackle for a loss and switch the momentum back the other way.
Brings out Breck Schultz to punt it away with 7:44 left here in the third quarter. Here is a snap. Schultz will get it away. Maurice back to receive, and he will fair catch it right at the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Karam Inn, Triton Outpatient Clinic, La Casa Casino, Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Modad One Individual Sewage Treatment System, Forest Grove Plantation, and Billy Lynch Professional Title Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
It is Yellow Jacket Football, Family Radio 91.9 FM, and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. I'm Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington, Darren Ferrente in-house with us, Lamine Figueroa back at the studio, John Fine with us as well. Thanks again to Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance for bringing in Miss Brandy Robertson for the Small Sliders halftime report. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They will start this drive at their own 10-yard line. Here is Horn, handed off in the backfield to Johnson. Johnson gets across the 10, and we'll get to about the 15-yard line. It'll be 2nd and about 5 now for the Jackets.
Good job on the first down run play right there. Jackets kind of pinned back at their own 10-yard line, trying to get R.J. Johnson going.
Yellow Jackets going to go quick here on 2nd and 4 from the 16-yard line. Here's a handoff, and it is going to be a loss on that one. Maybe they'll give him his forward progression to the line of scrimmage. I think he's going to lose a yard, so now it'll be 3rd and 5 from the 15-yard line for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, the junior defensive end, Jacob Cowart for Live Oak, was right there ready to meet him as RJ tried to get to the hole there, so no gain on the play. Jackets now playing 3rd and 5, so maybe the hurry up. We went quick pace right there. Maybe we kind of went too fast for ourselves because we didn't make quite the block that we needed on the edge, and no gain on the play.
3rd and 5. Denham Springs, their own 15-yard line. Horn from the shotgun. Has Johnson in the backfield. Here is the snap. Looking to throw. Has it to the middle of the field. Going to be incomplete. Nope, going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Caleb Cross.
Yeah, well, Horn did a good job finding Coss. Coss found a hole in the defense right there, settling up between the linebackers. Horn hit him in the numbers, and as he tried to turn to go upfield, he got hit, and the ball came out. And incomplete pass there for the Jackets would have been a first down. But so after being pinned back about at our own 10, we would have liked to have gotten the ball out a little bit to give ourselves some room to punt. But now we're going to be punting back from our own 15.
All right, and it will be we have an injured Eagle down on the field, but he's starting to walk off the field now. That is going to be Gabe Harvey being helped off the field for the Eagles, and he's able to walk himself to the sideline, so it will be 4th and 5 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 15-yard line.
This has been a dangerous spot for us. Got to get a good snap and a good punt. Of course, last time we got a good snap, Trent Harrison got a good 42-yard punt, so we'd like to try and flip that field a little bit.
It is Fritter back to receive for the Eagles. Trenton Harrison will get the snap. He will get the punt away, and Fritter will call for a fair catch, and he will do that at the Yellow Jacket 47-yard line, where they'll have it 1st and 10 after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Karam Inn, Triton Outpatient Clinic, La Casa Casino, Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Modad One Individual Sewage Treatment System, Forest Grove Plantation, and Billy Lynch Professional Title Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. It will be from the Denham Springs 47-yard line. 6:26 left here in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets 14, Eagles 7. Caden Jones will be out of the shotgun. He will get the snap, fix the handoff to Rosenthal, rolls to his right, looking to throw, going to keep it himself now. He is going to be spun around at the Yellow Jacket 45-yard line. Will be brought down at the 41.
Yeah, Jones got out of the pocket trying to sprint out to his right. That's not a good place for him to try and throw it. We had Varese over there in coverage. Rancher Miller was doing a good job in coverage. And nose guard, Zachary Williamson, was chasing the quarterback down outside the pocket, did a really good job getting out there and using his feet for a big old guy like that.
Going to be 2nd down and 5 from the Yellow Jacket 42-yard line for the Eagles as Jones will check the sideline again. So seems like more in the second half and towards the end of that first half, they started doing the check with me a little more often. Jones will wait it for the snap out of the shotgun. He will get it. Will hand it off to Rosenthal. Rosenthal going to the right side will be brought down right at the 40-yard line.
Pretty good stand there by the Jacket defense. Once again, Trevor Lewis up in there helping make a tackle. Got that defensive tackle on that side of the field. I believe that was Darius Scott. It definitely was. And so now Caden Davis working himself back into the game. Shaq Butler up there at the front line. And Zachary Williamson trying to be strong up front on this 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Yellow Jacket 39-yard line for the Eagles. Jones will get it, hands it off to Rosenthal. Rosenthal gets to the 40-yard line, will just get inside the 40 to the Yellow Jacket 39. Will be 4th and short now for the Eagles.
And just as I called out those big boys up front, Caden Davis with a big play right there in the backfield, and then also Zachary Williamson there. So they didn't find much running room. 3rd and 3, they got about half a yard. So they're facing a long 2 yards here on 4th down.
Yep, going to be 4th and 2. Ball at the 39-yard line of Denham Springs. Jones will get it. He is going to keep it himself. He picks up the first down and more as he gets to the Yellow Jacket 35-yard line.
Just a quick quarterback power. Caden Jones caught the snap, accelerated upfield quickly. Trevor Lewis would have tackled, but Trevor Lewis got him about 3 or 4 yards downfield, so that was enough for the first down.
4:20 left here in the 3rd quarter. It is Denham Springs 14, Live Oak 7. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at the Yellow Jacket 35-yard line.
Now as we look at that clock ticking down, just close to 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Jones will get it out of the shotgun, fix the handoff, has pressure coming, going to throw it downfield. It is going to be caught by the Eagles at the Yellow Jacket 15-yard line. On the reception is Hayden Ray for the Eagles, and it is a big first down.
And mentioned that Ray is their top receiver. That's who they're trying to go to. He was matched up with Rancher Miller. Mason Varese bounced off of his guy, a little corner route by Hayden Ray. Varese almost got his hands on the ball after bounce off of his guy, but nice throw by Caden Jones to fit it between 2 defenders.
Going to be 1st and 10, 16-yard line now of the Yellow Jackets for Live Oak as Jones will check the sideline yet again. And now he will get lined up and await the snap. He gets it from the shotgun, going to keep it himself again. He goes straight up. He's at the 10, the 5, and will walk it in untouched for a touchdown. Touchdown, Live Oak.
Same play they ran on 4th down right there. Just a quarterback power right off the left side of the Live Oak offensive line. This time he found a nice hole to run through, and looking like they have a chance to tie up the score here.
All right, so it will be Breck Schultz to attempt the extra point to make it a tie ball game here from Yellow Jacket Stadium.
So good answer by Live Oak here. They go into halftime. The Jackets have a 7-point lead. They fumble the opening kickoff. Jackets have great field position, but weren't able to capitalize on it. And now as the 3rd quarter has worn on, they finally worked their way down the field and able to get points on the board. Looking to be a tight ball game here in the last 16 minutes.
All right, it will be Breck Schultz to attempt the extra point. Here's a snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. And it is through the uprights. Extra point is good. 3:59 left in the 3rd quarter. We are tied up at 14 apiece, and we are back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
District opener for 5-5A for these two teams, Denham Springs and Live Oak from Yellow Jacket Stadium. Special Thursday night football for you here on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. Mitch, we've got a tight one here.
We definitely have a tight one here, and then all season long, one of our better special teams units have been this kickoff return. Mason Varese has been great at it, but Live Oak kicker Breck Schultz is a great leg, and he's been kicking touchbacks, and that's just kind of taking that part out of the game for the Jackets.
Here is Schultz kickoff from the 40-yard line, end over end. It will go into the end zone for a touchback, so the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line to start this drive. And, Mitch, if you're Denham Springs here, you really want to answer with a score.
You definitely would like to get back drive back down the field, 80 yards away. So if you put a little drive together, it's probably going to milk over probably to the early part of the fourth quarter. And if you get some points on the board, you're going to take a lead into the fourth quarter. So, but that's a long way away. We are 80 yards away from that end zone, and so we got to pick up a few first downs. We got to make sure we protect the football. Don't want to have any turnovers back here deep in our own territory.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They will start it from their own 20-yard line. That'll be Horn out of the shotgun. Johnson in the backfield. He will send a man in motion. That is going to be Peyton Puffer. Here is the snap. Will fake a handoff. Looking to throw now. Escapes some pressure and will be sacked back at the 15-yard line for a 5-yard loss on the play.
Little play-action pass. Looked like Peyton Puffer was leaking out into the flats and may have had a chance to get to him if he'd had time, but with the play action, you're counting on the Live Oak defense to bite on the play fake. Live Oak played good disciplined football on the backside of the play and had a defender right in Horn's face, and he wasn't able to get it off.
It's been a game of a lot of momentum swings. Both teams have had their miscues and missed opportunities. We used that word earlier. I would say it's kind of the theme so far here tonight, but just kind of the momentum pendulum just swinging back and forth. Going to be 2nd and 15 now for the Yellow Jackets from their own 15-yard line. 3:13 left in the third quarter. Here is Horn. Drops back, looks to throw, has pressure coming again, escapes it, now is going to throw it, finds his receiver at the 15-yard line at the line of scrimmage, and will pick up a couple on the carry. That is going to be Caleb Koss on the reception, going to be 3rd down for the Yellow Jackets.
As Horn started scrambling right there, he's about to go down at about his own 5-yard line. He last gaps, got the ball out of his hands, got it to Caleb Koss right there to at least pick up a few yards and get it back close to the sticks or not take that sack at the 5-yard line.
All right, so it brings up a 3rd and 12 for Denham Springs from the Live Oak 18-yard line.
And it looks like Horn was cramping up right there. He has stayed in the game, but I could see him working on his calves or that lower leg. He went real straight leg after he got up off the ground just then, which is normally a sign of a cramp, and might come into play here.
He's definitely showing some toughness here tonight. Give him credit for that.
Oh, for sure. He's played really well tonight.
He has. 3rd and 12. Yellow Jackets will come to the line from their own 18-yard line.
Think we'll hit the screen again?
That'd be a good one. Horn from the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Here is a snap. Horn drops back, has pressure coming. Going to have to run now. He is going to be tripped up. Ball comes out. It is on the ground, and it is going to be...
That was great hustle by one of the Jacket linemen to get back and at least save it. Horn tried to scramble, and as I mentioned, you could tell he cramped up in the middle of that run, and then he ended up dropping the football on the ground. But that could have been Live Oak's ball at the 2-yard line, but that was super hustle right there. That's Christian Ferguson, your sophomore right tackle, got back there to recover the football. He was one Denham guy and 3 Live Oak guys, and Ferguson beat him to it.
Yep, so Horn down on the field being attended to right now. Looks like those cramps are affecting him right now, but give a little credit to the defensive front of Live Oak. They're really getting some pressure on the into the backfield right now.
Well, I was just asking about maybe a screen because we lined up in that double stack formation. We hit them with a screen a little bit earlier for a big play. I didn't know if we might go back to that, but just we looked for guys downfield. Horn wasn't able to get away from the rush, so we're going to be punting from out of our own end zone right here.
Yep, but with 2:07 left, it is going to be 4th and 28 for the Yellow Jackets. And as you mentioned there, that's a big play right there to get that covered up. But now your Trent Harrison's heels are going to be against the back of the end zone, and this is a little scary moment for the Yellow Jackets.
Yes, it is.
It is going to be further back to receive for Live Oak as Jerry Horn is being helped off the field now.
So big momentum shifts right there. Live Oak taking the ball middle of the third quarter, getting downfield, getting a touchdown on the board. Jackets come out with a 3-and-out. Live Oak plays really strong on defense, a sack on first down, not much of a gain on second down, another sack and a fumble on third down. And so, as I mentioned, he wanted to protect the football, and we didn't do a great job of that as we fumbled and dropped it back there at the 2-yard line. Once again, good hustle by Ferguson to at least save us points right there by jumping on the football.
4th and 28 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 2-yard line. Here is a snap to Harrison. Harrison will get the punt off. It will be Fritter with the fair catch at the Denham Springs 35. It will be 1st and 10 for the Eagles after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aston Square in Denham Springs.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from the Denham Springs 35-yard line to start this drive with 1:55 left in the third quarter, tied up at 14 apiece. Caden Jones out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, going to keep it himself again, tries to get some positive yards, and he will pick up 2 on the carry.
Trevor Lewis and Jonas Clark in there to make the tackle. Another little quick hit and run by the Live Oak quarterback. That's where they had success last time they had the ball last possession. Good job by the Jacket defense to make that slight adjustment.
Well, didn't you make a point earlier that we hadn't seen Jones run it as much as he usually does? I'm thinking late in this game they kind of held him out so he'd be a little more fresh for the second half.
It's possible that could have been some of the game plan.
2nd and 8 now for the Eagles from the Yellow Jacket 33-yard line. Jones will be out of the shotgun, will get the snap, fakes a handoff, looks to throw, throws it downfield. It is going to be caught by the Eagles. That is going to be Dakota Jones, and that is a first down for Live Oak.
The freshman with a dive and catch across the middle of the field, running a skinny post, a good throw by Jones, but Dakota Jones, the freshman, had to go down low and dive and catch that ball off the turf, and he did that very well and sets up Live Oak in great position.
Going to be 1st and 10, just under a minute left here in this third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the Denham Springs 12-yard line. Jones checking the sideline, has Rosenthal in the backfield lined up to his left. 2 receivers near sideline, 1 out to the far. Here is the snap. Jones going to look to throw. Has pressure coming. Pocket collapses on him. He's going to be hit at the 20-yard line. He's going to be brought down for a loss on the play. They will mark him down back at the Yellow Jackets 20.
Did you see who was there on the sack? I missed that. I was watching the coverage.
I'm just going to take a guess that Caden Davis was in on that.
Well, I saw Kai Dwyer on there at the end of the play and all, but I'm going to tell you this. Rancher Miller did a great job covering Hayden Ray. On the last drive, they hit Hayden Ray on a corner route. They fit it in a great spot. Caden Jones did. Rancher Miller had him locked down, so Caden Jones had to hold the ball, and the rush got to him.
All right, so they will let the clock run down to triple zeros here, as that will do it for third quarter action from Yellow Jacket Stadium. We head to the fourth with a tie ball game. 14 for the Jackets, 14 for the Eagles. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local authorized Steel Outdoor Power Equipment dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment. C&M Outdoor Power has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965. Known for their quality outdoor steel equipment and tools, C&M Outdoor Power will expertly service everything they sell, and C&M is here to answer all of your questions. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, your local steel dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment Sales and Service. Corner of Florida Boulevard and Cuban Road in Denham Springs.
Do you have a go-to doctor when you're sick? Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
3 quarters in the books here from Yellow Jacket Stadium. We head to the fourth with a tied ball game at 14 apiece between these district and parish rivals. 2nd and 18, Denham Springs 20-yard line for the Eagles. Jones looking to throw. Throws it wide open is Hayden Ray at the 10, the 5, and in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Eagles.
Wheel route for Hayden Ray. He looked like he's set up in the backfield. They brought a couple receivers from the top side, drug them across the field. He leaked out the backside and wide open, and a touchdown for Live Oak on the first play of this fourth quarter.
Yep, so that will make it 20-14. Eagles with the lead. It will be Breck Schultz to attempt the extra point to make it a 7-point game. The holder is Jace Griffin. Griffin waits for the snap. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. Extra point is through the uprights, and the extra point is good, making it Live Oak 21, Denham Springs 14, 11:54 left in the fourth. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Safe Voyage Tattoo, Use Safe and Lock, Buddy's Barbecue, Adams Smoke Shop, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, and Coconut Willie's Daiquiris. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
All right, so a quick score by Live Oak makes it Live Oak 21, Denham Springs 14. Yellow Jackets will await the kickoff from Breck Schultz from the 40-yard line. It will be Slade Daigle and Mason Varese back to receive for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I was watching that timeout. The Yellow Jacket coaches weren't happy with the officials. They either probably felt that Hayden Ray was a covered-up tight end, that he had receivers on the line of scrimmage covering him up and not eligible to go out, or they thought there was some offensive pass interference that blocked out a possible defender.
All right, it will be Breck stepping up from the 40. Here's the kick, end over end. It will go into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Yellow Jackets will start this one. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. So, again, another long field for the Yellow Jackets to start this one. And, you know, last week and now we're seeing it this week, that's kind of been the story is field position for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, that's the advantage that Live Oak has with Breck Schultz. He's kicking every kickoff about 5-6 yards deep in the end zone. No chance of a return, and you're only going to start at the 20-yard line. And so now we have a quarterback change for the Jackets. John Goldman is into the game. Not sure if that was because of the cramps for Jerry Horn or if just coach just wasn't happy that we dropped the football on the ground last time.
1st and 10 Yellow Jackets. It will be Goldman from the shotgun from his own 20-yard line. Here is the snap. First play for Goldman is a handoff to Johnson. Johnson going off to the right side will be tackled shy of the 25-yard line, but about a 3, maybe 4-yard pickup, R.J. Johnson.
Pretty good job of getting to the corner. If we could have just gotten one block on the edge by a receiver, we might would have had a good pickup, maybe 10, 11 yards there, but the cornerback was able to fight off his receiver block, get up the field, and make the tackle at about 3 yards.
Going to be 2nd down 7 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 23-yard line. John Goldman will have an empty backfield, 5-receiver set, 3 to the near side, 2 out to the far. Goldman gets a snap, drops back, going to throw it quickly. It is going to be caught right at the 25-yard line on the reception for the Yellow Jackets is R.J. Johnson.
Yeah, the Jackets spread them out. We were 5 wide, no running backs. He threw it there to R.J. Johnson on the quick hitch route up top. R.J. with a good catch right there, but the cornerback was there to tackle him quickly. So inching it forward, but we're going to have to pick up more than a few inches right here. So we're playing 3rd and 5.
Will be 3rd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to make it 3rd and 4 officially, I believe. 3rd and 4 from the 26.
All right, another big down. A lot of momentum right now on the Live Oak sideline. They're trying to get another 3 and out and get good field position, so we need to pick up a 1st down and move the chains.
3rd and 4 Yellow Jackets from their own 26-yard line. Goldman from the shotgun will get the snap. Looking to throw quickly. He does. Has Haynes at the 30-yard line, and that will be a 1st down for the Yellow Jackets as Haynes will get to the 31-yard line. Make that a Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill Jackets 1st down. Big Mike's delivers through Waiter and Grubhub.
Really big play in the game right there. Nice job by John Goldman on 3rd and 5. Like I said, a lot of momentum Live Oak's way at the moment. They've scored 14 in a row, and we're facing 3rd and 5 from our own 25, and he dumped it off quickly to Tylen Haynes right at the 1st down mark. A good catch right there in tight coverage by Tylen Haynes.
Yep, very nice catch by Haynes to move the sticks there and keep this drive alive for the Yellow Jackets. It is going to be 1st and 10, 10-19 left here in the 4th quarter. Yellow Jackets trailing by 7 as it is Live Oak 21, Denham Springs 14. Yellow Jackets taking their time. I think it's the first time I've seen them huddle like that in quite some time.
Well, we barely got that last play off. The play clock was running down, and so that was getting real tight, but we did a good job.
It'll be Goldman out of the shotgun, 4-receiver set with 2 to either side. Sends a man in motion. That is going to be McBride. Here is the snap, trying to set up a pass into the flats to Johnson. Johnson has it at the 30. Will do the spin move and will get to the 35-yard line. So a nice 1st down run right there by R.J. Johnson.
Yeah, good job. We had them spread out that double stack formation, 4 receivers split out wide by the numbers, 2 stacked behind each other on each side of the field, and then we snuck R.J. Johnson out of the backfield right there. So getting the ball out of Goldman's hands quickly right here, moving it 3, 4, 5 yards at a time, and so plenty of time on the clock. You don't have to rush down there and score right away. We got 9 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock at the moment, so we just got to keep getting first downs and moving the ball down the field.
2nd down and 6 now for the Yellow Jackets from their own 35-yard line. Goldman from the shotgun will hand it off to Johnson. Johnson finds some room at the line of scrimmage and will fight his way to the 40-yard line. So really impressed with R.J. Johnson, what he's able to do when he's in traffic.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of room to run right there, but he squeezed his way through a hole and had a nice spin move at the line of scrimmage and was able to pick up another 5 or 6 yards after that spin move. So, Jackets are now playing 3rd and 1, but R.J. Johnson just being a patient runner, finding where the crease is, taking what he can, and keep moving the ball forward.
3rd and 1 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 40-yard line. Need to get to the 41 to keep the sticks moving. Goldman from the shotgun sends a man in motion. That is going to be Puffer, and we've got a flag on the play. Looks like Yellow Jackets are able to get the Eagles to jump offside, so that will be a first down for the Yellow Jackets, and we will make it another Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. You can play pool on one of Big Mike's 3 pool tables. That's at Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill.
Live Oak had a lot of guys crammed up there near the line of scrimmage on that 3rd and short, and the Jackets sent Puffer in motion. Then he returned back to where he came from. Not sure if we had a hard count or not, but definitely the defensive end for Live Oak got antsy and jumped across the line of scrimmage, and so the Jackets get a free first down right there.
Yep, will be first down for Denham Springs. They will start this one at the 45-yard line. They will play from their own 45. Goldman from the shotgun yet again. He's going to go to a pistol formation now, has Johnson as the back. Here is a snap. We'll hand it off to Johnson. Johnson will be hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Live Oak is definitely making us work for what we get. There's not a lot of running room for R.J. Johnson. That time he was only able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And so it might be on Goldman right now to try and find some receivers down the field. And he picked up a couple of key passes right there early in this drive and picked up a key 3rd and 5. And so that might be on him right now to try and help us get down the field.
2nd and 10, Denham Springs from their own 45-yard line. 7:30 left here in the 4th quarter. Live Oak 21, Denham Springs 14. Goldman, shotgun formation. One receiver out to either side. Here is the snap. Looking to throw. He is going to throw it. It is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Colton LaBeouf at the Live Oak 47-yard line, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, tried to hit him on a slant right there, and a nice hit coming in from the safety position. Jack Peterson, senior safety, tried to find LaBeouf on a quick slant route, but fit it in there tightly, but the safety was right on top of it to cause the breakup.
All right, big 3rd down here for this Yellow Jackets offense. It is 3rd and 10 from their own 45. Nice. Goldman from the shotgun.
We do have McBride and Varese in the game along with Tylen Haynes.
It will be Goldman from the shotgun. Sends Varese in motion. Here is a snap. Goldman going to roll now. Looks to throw. Has Johnson at the Live Oak 47-yard line. Unable to bring it in. It is incomplete. And it's 4th down now for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Goldman had worked to his right, and R.J. Johnson was slipping out past the Live Oak defender, and Goldman laid it out in front of him, and R.J. was only able to get one hand up for the ball and wasn't able to come up with the catch. It was like right as he was turning his head, the ball was getting to him, and he wasn't able to bring it in right there. That would have been enough for a first down, but the Jackets are not going to have to punt, so it's going to be up to the defense to get a quick stop for us, although there's 7 minutes, 15 seconds left. It's not panic mode yet, but we do want to try and get a stop and get the ball back to our offense when we can.
It'll be Trent Harrison to punt it away on 4th and 10. Here is the punt. Caden Fritter back to receive. Ball hits at the 25, takes a roll to the 20, the 15, still rolling to the 10-yard line, and that's where it'll be down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles, their own 10-yard line after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. And turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They will start this drive from their own 10-yard line. It is 7:04 left in the fourth quarter. Eagles lead it by 7, 21-14. Here is Jones. We'll hand it off in the backfield to Rosenthal. Rosenthal will get to the 15, across the 15, brought down at the 17-yard line.
Brought down by Rancher Miller there, coming up to make the tackle, but a good first down play for Live Oak. So even though we did not end up with points right there, we picked up a couple of first downs. We got the ball to midfield, had a good punt, pinned Live Oak back at their own 10. So now it's up to the defense to try and do their part and then get the ball back to us around midfield.
Going to be 2nd and 3 for the Eagles from their own 17-yard line. Caden Jones from the shotgun.
Their guy moved.
We got a flag on the play. Going to be false start against the Eagles. We'll take that.
Yes, we definitely will right there. After about a 6-yard play on first down, maybe 7. Now we're going to back them up and have to play 2nd and 8. And so Live Oak would love nothing more than just to be able to run the football here, pick up a few first downs, and work on that clock. But moving it back to 2nd and 8, they're going to have to chop off a big play here.
2nd and 8 now for the Eagles. It will be back to their own 12-yard line after the 5-yard false start penalty against the Eagles. So Jones will line it up from the shotgun. Does a hard count. Now we'll check the sideline. He has 2 receivers to the near side, 1 out to the far. Jones will check the sideline. Now we'll get reset again. Here is the snap. Jones going to keep himself, goes right up the middle, gets across the 15, going to be tackled just shy of the 20-yard line as they will put him down at his own 19.
Just that straight quarterback power, getting up in there quickly. He takes the snap and accelerates forward very fastly, not wasting any time in the backfield. And I mentioned they needed a big play to try and help get back on the positive side of the chains, and a 7-yard run on 2nd and 8 will get you 3rd and 1. So good play. Caden Jones finding on that right side of the Live Oak offensive line. And now 3rd and short. Jackets need a big stop.
Will be 3rd and 1 from their own 19-yard line for the Eagles. Jones will hard count, check the sideline yet again.
Jackets have done a really good job of not jumping any time tonight.
Jones waits for the snap. Play clock down to 1 second. He will take the snap. We'll hand it off to Rosenthal. Rosenthal will be stopped for no gain, and there's a flag on the play.
That's a bad break for the Jackets. They're going to call delay a false start. False start on Live Oak. I'd rather it not be the false start because, man, we had them stuck in the backfield. They handed to Rosenthal going to the left side of the Live Oak line. We were in the backfield quickly. I think that was Caden Davis that was back there, and then there's that Shaq Butler on that side. Yes, it is. But the play was being blown dead after the ball got snapped. So Live Oak gets another chance at 3rd and 6.
Well, I'm guessing one of the linemen was looking at that play clock, hit 1, and took off as the ball was going. So maybe just a little head start there, but it is a false start against the Eagles. That'll make it 3rd and 6 now. Ball will be at their own 14-yard line.
Now what it does do, they get to run another 35 seconds off the clock, or 25 seconds off the clock, because they restart the clock at that moment. So we're now under 5 minutes.
Under 5 minutes. Here left in the fourth quarter, and it is Live Oak 21, Denham Springs 14. We have a timeout on the field. Live Oak will take their first of the half. We will take it with them, and we are back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
As we welcome back into Yellow Jacket football with 4:51 left here in the fourth quarter, Yellow Jackets find themselves trailing by 7, 21-14 to the Live Oak Eagles. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. Live Oak using their first timeout of the half. Denham Springs with all 3 of theirs. We know how Coach Beard likes to manage those timeouts, so it could be big in this one, but this defense has got to make a stop.
Yeah, we got to get this stop. We could have had it if they wouldn't have blown the play dead right there. But with it under 5 minutes, we're not, like I said, in desperation mode, but we want to get a stop and get the ball at midfield.
3rd and 6 from their own 14-yard line. Jones will get it. Looks to throw. He throws it to Hayden Ray. Ray at the 15 will be pushed out of bounds. We'll have to see where they spot this one. It looks like they're going to give him the 21-yard line, make it a first down for the Eagles.
That was a busted coverage somehow. Hayden Ray just ran a simple bubble route. He wasn't even past the line of scrimmage. The quarterback rolled to his side as the Jackets closed in on him. He dumped it off to Ray, who was really uncovered over there by the sideline, and he ran up the sideline for the first down.
1st and 10 for the Eagles now from their own 21-yard line.
All right, so now Live Oak's going to go to work on that clock here. So now we are getting in a spot that we don't need to give up many more first downs. This is about the last one we can allow.
Jones will work it from the shotgun. Gets the snap. Going to keep it himself again. He will try to find some room, and he will not, as he will be brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Shaq Butler right there in the middle of the defense. Caden Davis swallowed him up. That's that quarterback power that Caden Davis has been very successful on, getting 6, 7, 8 yards of play. That time got no gain. So great job up front in the middle.
Clock runs with 4:25 left in the fourth quarter, 21-14. Eagles with the lead.
And we do have all our timeouts. So
all three.
We're not desperate yet, but we don't want to give up many more first downs at this point.
I'm with you what you said on the previous. No more first downs.
That was about the last one we could afford.
Yeah, you're right about that. It is going to be 2nd and 10 for the Eagles from their own 21-yard line. Play clock down to 3 seconds. Jones will send a man in motion that should be either a timeout or a delay of game.
They did not get the timeout, I don't believe. They certainly didn't.
Nope, delay of game.
So we will definitely take that because they want to run the ball and keep the clock. Now, I'll tell you what, is this clock going to start after this penalty? I know at some point, once you get underneath a certain time, you can't just keep running the clock by getting penalties. Parkview did that to us one year at Woodlawn. They did it purposely. They kept getting penalties the whole fourth quarter, and they'd run an extra 40 seconds. And no, the clock is not running. They changed that rule, but I do remember that.
So it will be
they ran off like 6 minutes of the game. The last 6 minutes, they jump off sides, and they'd run an extra 40 seconds off.
2nd down and 15, ball at their own 16-yard line after the delay of game. Here is Jones. Will hand it off to Rosenthal. Rosenthal will be wrapped up for a loss on the play as he will be brought down at the 16-yard line. I thought it looks like they're getting to the line of scrimmage. I thought he lost a yard.
Shaq Butler there again with the stop, and now Coach Beard working quickly to get the timeouts, and so after this timeout, the Eagles are going to be facing 3rd and 15.
All right, Yellow Jackets will take their first of the half. We will take it with them. 3:43 left in the fourth quarter. Live Oak 21, Denham Springs 14. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Count on it at Smith Accounting Services. Randy Smith and his staff have decades of accounting experience, with Randy along with Mickey McMorris and a terrific staff. Smith Accounting Services can handle all of your accounting needs: personal taxes, computerized payroll services, corporate income tax, business taxes, bookkeeping. And when their quality work is done, you can count on Randy Smith to reminisce about Yellow Jackets athletics. Smith Accounting Services, 277 East Railroad, Denham Springs.
3:48 left in the fourth quarter. Live Oak 21, Denham Springs 14, and Yellow Jackets use their first timeout of the half. It is going to be 3rd and 15 for the Eagles here. So you talk about defense needing to come up with a huge play. Mitch, this is it right here.
This is a chance to get a stop, and not only if you get a good stop right here near the line of scrimmage, they're going to have to punt from well back in their own territory. We should get possession around midfield and would have plenty of time to work downfield and score if that's the case. Now, on Live Oak side, if they pick up a first down on this 3rd and 15, now they can really start to work the clock because they're flipping field position as well as working the clock, and we're going to have to burn all of our timeouts on the next set of downs. So
Yellow Jacket Stadium coming to life here on 3rd and 15 from their own 16-yard line for the Eagles. Caden Jones from the shotgun.
I was going to say we need to find Hayden Ray and cover him.
Here is the snap. Fakes the handoff to Rosenthal. Pressure coming, throwing downfield. It is going to be caught at the Yellow Jacket 45-yard line. On the reception is Dakota Jones, and another nicely thrown ball right there. It is a Jones-to-Jones connection, and it is first down for the Eagles in Yellow Jacket territory.
That was a very nice throw and a very nice catch. The freshman, Dakota Jones, ran by Rancher Miller, who was covering him, and there wasn't a whole lot of room for Caden Jones to fit that ball in, but he threw it in a great spot, and then the freshman went out there and made a great play. So now they have really flipped the field position, and now they're going to work on that clock with 3 minutes and running.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from the Yellow Jacket 45-yard line. Jones will hand it off in the backfield to Jones. That'll be Rosenthal. Rosenthal gets across the Denham Springs 40. Will be tackled shy of the 35. It'll be about an 8-yard pickup for Rosenthal out of the backfield.
I said a while ago, it wasn't desperation mode. Well, we're pretty much there now. We can't afford to give up another first down.
Yellow Jackets will take their second timeout of the half. We will take it with them as well. It is Live Oak 21, Denham Springs 14, 2:54 left in the fourth quarter. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of
Denham
Livingston.
Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by BJ Pawn and Gun, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Liberty Auto Sales, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, and Rusticone Outlet and Mattress Express Outlet. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Be second down and 2 for the Eagles from the Yellow Jacket 37-yard line. Here's Rosenthal out of the backfield, goes to the left, gets across the 35, and will be tackled. And it will be enough for a first down. First down for Live Oak.
Yep, Live Oak with the first down, and there's going to be 2 minutes and 45 seconds on this clock. Jackets only have 1 timeout left. Tough situation. We need to try and get the football out and cause a fumble.
First and 10 for the Eagles. 33-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. Jones from the shotgun. We'll let this play clock run down. It is now under 10 seconds. They wait till it gets to about 3 or 2, and then they will hike it. Here is the snap. Hands off to Rosenthal. Rosenthal at the 30. He's at the 25. He tackled inside the 25-yard line of Denham Springs. He'll be right at the first down marker, and they are going to give him another first down. First down, Eagles.
Yep, they can't take a knee yet because we have 1 timeout left, but they can pretty much come close. Did we just call it right now? We have, and they're going to be close to being able to take a knee. They'll be very close to it.
All right, that will be a timeout on the field, and it will be 2:13 left in the fourth quarter, 21-14. Live Oak with the lead. We're back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto, and guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. State Farm's Brandy Robertson is your go-to agent in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. Try combining home and auto today. Brandy Robertson will help you mix and match things perfectly. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rate. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premium will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
First and 10 for the Eagles. Ball is on the ground as Jones had handed it off to Rosenthal, and it looks like it is going to be a fumble. Do the Yellow Jackets have a chance here? And it is going to be a fumble recovered by the Yellow Jackets. It'll be first down for Denham Springs.
Okay, a couple things. I don't know that we got charged with a timeout. When we started that back, the clock was running, and we still have a timeout showing on the board. So I don't know why there was a stop and play right there. But as we saw it Benton last year, these Denham Springs Yellow Jackets are never out of it. And Live Oak was so close to being able to just start taking a knee and in the ball game, and then Jones fumbled it. He faked the handoff and started running, and the ball dropped out his hands, bounced off his knee. The Jackets are there to recover it, and so we still have life. We're a long way away, but we have a chance.
Yeah, I'm really confused about that sequence there because, as you said, it's still showing 1 timeout left. It didn't feel like a true timeout there, so not sure what happened. Nonetheless, it's first and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They have it at their own 17-yard line. Goldman will work it from the shotgun. You do have McBride and Varese in on offense. Here is Goldman. He will step up in the pocket. Pressure is coming. He's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage, which is the 17. And looks like, I'm not sure, again, not sure about the timeout situation now because I thought Denham Springs had used their last one.
The clock was running when we went before the play. So
second and 10, Denham Springs from their own 17-yard line. Goldman from the shotgun, drops back, looking to throw. He does. Has Varese in the middle of the field at 25, the 30 to the 35-yard line. Will be tackled just about the 36. It'll be a first down for the Yellow Jackets. That's a first down. That's a Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill. Jackets first down. Happy hour, 3 to 7 on weekdays and all day on Sunday.
Jackets catching a big break here. We were about to spike it on first down and kill it down, but there's a Live Oak player down, probably a cramp, and so it's going to be a dead ball here, and the Jackets get to call a play without having to spike it and waste it down. We've mentioned before, Goldman's been the quarterback the last few weeks when we've had some good 2-minute drives at the end of halves. Now, this is the end of the game, and we got to have it, but we've shown ability to move the ball down the field quickly.
All right, going to be first and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They will have it at their own 37-yard line now. A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter. 21-14, Live Oak with the lead. Yellow Jackets trying to get downfield and get a score here. Here's Goldman out of the shotgun. Steps up in the pocket, going to throw it towards the middle of the field. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Tylen Haynes.
Just missed Tylen Haynes on a crossing route. He was about 15 yards downfield over the top. Got scary there because two Eagles safeties in there. I know we got Griffin, and then we also have Jack Peterson back there. The ball landed between both of them, so Jacket's still alive with this one.
Stops the clock with 1:03 left in the fourth quarter.
I mean, you just got to hope you can get the ball to McBride or Varese or maybe Haynes, and they can make a play with it.
Shotgun formation for John Goldman. Gets it from the shotgun. He drops back, rolls, dances around. Now he's going to throw it middle of the field. Has Mason Varese right at midfield. It'll be a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Another Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill. Jackets first down. Family owned, children friendly, incredible food, and locally owned by Big Mike O'Neill. Yellow Jackets will go right up to the line on first and 10 from midfield and spike it to stop the clock with 52 seconds left in the game.
52 seconds. We're playing second and 10 at midfield. We do still have that timeout left showing on the clock. And like I said, it seemed like we had called the timeout, but when we came back to start the next play, the clock was running before Live Oak snapped the ball. So I would have to assume that we do have the timeout left.
All right, so it'll be second and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets. Ball at midfield. Goldman from the shotgun, 4 receiver set with 2 to either side. We'll send McBride into motion. Here is a snap. We'll have Hudson Byers coming out of the backfield. It's going to be incomplete at the Live Oak 46-yard line.
Jackets got very lucky just in the formation of the play. Mason Varese went in motion, but it looked like he turned upfield too quickly. I know the referee was just talking to the Denham sideline saying he better not turn upfield too quick or you get a 5-yard penalty. But right there, tried to get Byers coming out of the backfield, tried to let him catch it and run with it a little bit. The throw sailed just slightly over his head.
Going to be third and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Ball at midfield. 49 ticks left in the ball game. They trail at 21-14 to the Live Oak Eagles. Goldman gets a snap, drops back, will step up, going to roll to his left now, has pressure, going to be hit, escapes that one, and will throw it downfield. It is going to be out of bounds. Intended receiver, just kind of throwing that one away. Peyton Puffer was near.
Yeah, he did a good job of avoiding the sack. If it had been a tough spot to take the sack and bring up 4th and 15, he broke the tackle, threw the ball away, but now it's down to one play for the Jackets. And, man, I really would like to just figure at some point we got to try and get the ball to McBride. I know Varese has been making good plays here, but McBride's a little bit taller than these guys that are out there trying to cover him. Maybe just try to get it up there to him and let him jump up and go catch it somewhere around the sticks.
All right, I think we have a timeout on the field. I believe Live Oak calls this one as they want to talk about it. It will be 4th and 10 from midfield. 41 seconds left in the game. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football. All right, we'll just keep it right here. Sorry about that, folks.
We was waiting on a break. I didn't hear a commercial break.
We did not, so we'll keep it here. We'll figure out what happened there, but nonetheless, it'll be 4th and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. It will be ball at midfield.
Well, this is pretty much what we expected to see tonight. We thought it'd be a one-score game. We thought this rivalry here between Denham and Live Oak, and we thought it could come down right to the end to the last drive, and that's where we stand.
All right, so here we go. On 4th and 10, Yellow Jackets got to get it to the Live Oak 40-yard line to extend this drive. Goldman drops back, throws it downfield. It is going to be incomplete. Turnover on downs. Intended receiver was McBride, who clearly was not ready for the ball to come to him as he had not made his turn yet. And that will just about do it here from Yellow Jackets Stadium. 37 seconds left in it, and it will be a first down for the Eagles. Ball at midfield.
Yeah, McBride just wasn't ready for it, but he was open past the sticks, and Goldman put it where I thought he might have had a chance to catch it. The safeties were back deep, so he was behind the linebackers and in front of the safeties. But for whatever reason, McBride wasn't looking for the ball yet, and incomplete.
All right, so Live Oak will get into victory formation here. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at midfield. They will snap it. They will take their first knee and shouldn't have to snap it again here, Mitch.
We called our last timeout.
Oh, we just did call it. Yep, you're right. So this is the real timeout, and we will take this quick one with him as well. Conclusion of this one back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
full-service eye care specialists. Dr. Hunter Bond and Dr. Chris Roten and their staff expertly handle all of your eye care needs. A former Jackets football player, Dr. Hunter Bond is proud to serve the Denham Springs community that gave so much to him. You can visit Bond Roten Eye Clinic at 222 Veterans Boulevard in Denham Springs or call 791-2020. That's Bond Roten Eye Clinic in Denham Springs with locations in Hammond and Amy.
Back on Yellow Jackets football, 32 seconds left in this one. Live Oak should be taking their last knee. Yellow Jackets have used their final timeout. Live Oak will take the knee, and they will let the rest of this clock run out. And the Yellow Jackets will fall in this one at 21-14 as the clock will hit triple zeros here in about 15 seconds. That will send us to the Ralph Seller Chevrolet postgame show, brought to you by Ralph Seller Chevrolet, just over the Amite River in Baton Rouge. It is Ralph Seller Chevrolet, located at 15015 Florida Boulevard, and is open for your automotive needs, ready to serve you at a Chevrolet location familiar to you for over 40 years. Parts manager at Ralph Seller Chevrolet is Jim McChristian, a proud supporter of the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. Come visit Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. 21-14 the final here from Yellow Jackets Stadium, and we are back after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Hey guys, this is Steve and Ben Wilson with Peak Performance Physical Therapy. With both of us being graduates of Denham Springs High School, we are proud to be on the sidelines on Friday nights, helping to ensure these athletes stay safe. However, we also realize that injuries are a common part of life, so whether you're hurt at home, on the job, or in the community, please understand that we are here to help with all of your rehab needs. While we enjoy treating the athletes of Livingston, we love treating the entire Livingston population as well. So come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy for all of your rehab needs.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday, Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Brendan Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, KOA Campground, the law office of IVL Graham, Brian Rust, owner, OK Computers and Auto Sales, Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Dentistry. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Remember, local and loco when you think of Maria's Mexican restaurant. Local and that the Abarca family is from Denham Springs and has been serving great Mexican food at Maria's for almost 40 years. Loco means crazy, and you'd be crazy not to eat at Maria's. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, enchiladas, my amigos, it's all great at Maria's. So be local and don't be loco by eating at Denham Springs High School graduate David Taco Abarca's Maria's Mexican Restaurant, Florida Boulevard, 1/2 mile east of James Drug Store.
Count on it at Smith Accounting Services. Randy Smith and his staff have decades of accounting experience, with Randy along with Mickey McMorris and a terrific staff. Smith Accounting Services can handle all of your accounting needs: personal taxes, computerized payroll services, corporate income tax, business taxes, bookkeeping. And when their quality work is done, you can count on Randy Smith to reminisce about Yellow Jackets athletics. Smith Accounting Services, 277 East Railroad, Denham Springs.
Your locally owned full-service dry cleaner in Denham Springs is Quick and Handy Cleaners. Quick and Handy Cleaners can expertly handle all of your dry cleaning needs with friendly Livingston Parish hometown service. Quick and Handy Cleaners, family owned and operated by Scooter and Kay Keene, and serving Livingston Parish for 50 years. Quick and Handy Cleaners at 397 East Railroad with locations in Walker and Watson. Quick and Handy Cleaners.
We'll get back into the Ralph Seller Chevrolet postgame show. 21-14, Yellow Jackets will lose this one to Live Oak. Puts Denham Springs 3-3 on the season and 0-1 to start district play here at home. Josh Ward now joined by John Fine. John, a tough one here for the Yellow Jackets tonight. And how did it all play out for us?
Yeah, it really was a tough one for Denham Springs. They had a number of opportunities in which they didn't capitalize on, both in the first half and the second half. And as a result, 14 unanswered points by Live Oak in the second half spells the difference. 21-14, the Jackets fall. First possession of the game, a bad snap for Denham Springs, and Live Oak takes over at the Denham Springs 5-yard line. Jackets actually, on 3 plays, move the Eagles back 1 yard to the Denham Springs 6. And a 23-yard field goal from Schultz is no good. Denham Springs blocks it, so the Jackets dodge an early bullet there. And Denham Springs gets on the scoreboard first. A 30-yard pass from Horn to Haynes with 5:08 left to be played in the first quarter. Jackets go up 7-0. Live Oak with the equalizer. Rosenthal, a 4-yard touchdown run with 2:47 left in the first quarter. The game is tied at 7. That's the score heading into the second quarter. But the Jackets have their most impressive drive of the night as they take it 83 yards in close to 5.5 minutes, culminating in a 1-yard Horn run. 6:32 left. Jackets go up 14-7. Denham Springs then had some more opportunities. Coming down the stretch of the first half, Mason Varese with a 35-yard punt return to the Jackets' 40-yard line. Then Denham has it 4th and 5 at the Live Oak 43. Horn with a 25-yard touchdown run. Maybe the play of the game occurred. Inside 1 minute left to be played. Jackets on the doorstep. Horn goes back to pass, has the ball deflected in the line of scrimmage. Another Live Oak player tips it. Live Oak intercepts, and they are able to stay within 7 of Denham Springs. Halftime score, Denham Springs 14, Live Oak 7. Third quarter, opening kickoff, Live Oak fumbles the ball. Rancher Miller recovers. Jackets start out at the Live Oak 36-yard line, and really not moving anywhere. They go 4th and 8, the Live Oak 34-yard line. Horn is sacked. Live Oak takes over. The Eagles then, on a 16-yard Jones touchdown run with 3:59 left to be played in the third quarter, tie it at 14 apiece. Key play for the Jackets at the time looked like it could be critical in Denham Springs getting the victory. Jackets having the ball inside their 10-yard line. A fumble on the play. Christian Ferguson recovers for the Jackets. Denham Springs punts the ball away. But Live Oak is able to take it in on the first play of the fourth quarter. Jones to Ray, a 20-yard touchdown pass. That's the difference, 21-14. The score then with 11:54 remaining to be played. Horn got nicked up a little bit, and Goldman enters the game for the Jackets on their first possession of the fourth quarter. And Live Oak then is able to do a terrific job running down the clock. Live Oak, after the Jackets pin him back at the 10-yard line. Key 3rd and 6 play at the Live Oak 14. Jones hits Ray for 7 yards. And then 3rd and 15 at the Live Oak 16. Caden Jones to Dakota Jones. No Beth Jones or Kelly Jones on the play, but Caden Jones to Dakota Jones, 39-yard completion. And that looked like it was salting the ball away, but then the Jackets recover a fumble. Denham Springs at their own 17-yard line. Goldman moves the team to midfield, but 3 plays yield no yards. 4th and 10, as Josh and Mitch described, it looked as if the Jackets had their big stud, Deshaun McBride, open, but he and the quarterback not on the same page. Live Oak takes over on downs, and they win the game. And a tough one, Josh, because as you mentioned in Sporting Center Jackets warm-up, Live Oak picked to finish last in the district. In the for whatever it's worth category, they're better than that, but nevertheless, if you're looking at games that the Jackets thought they had a pretty good shot of winning, it would be opening up the district at home against Live Oak. And now you lose this game, it becomes that much more difficult to eventually make the playoffs.
It does, and each game just becomes that much more important because of that. So good point. All right, John, thank you. We will be with you next week.
Thanks, Josh.
All right, we will take a timeout. When we come back, it will be Mitch Covington jumping in. We'll kind of dissect this one. A lot to look at on this one. We are back after this with more of the Rouseiller Chevrolet postgame show on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
You might know that State Farm agent Brandy Robertson has great service. She's your good neighbor after all. But did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Brandy Robertson has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Denham Springs. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, L. King Company, Danny Pauline with 5 Star Printing, Horace Wilkinson State Farm Insurance, Sport Clips, and Karam M. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Aspen Square in Denham, for delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
C&M Outdoor Power Equipment and Skag Lawnmowers, a winning combination. C&M Outdoor Power Equipment provides the highest quality Skag products and services for their customers, and C&M is always there to answer questions, with customers leaving C&M knowing how to use and maintain their purchased equipment properly. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, C&M has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965, featuring Skag mowers. That's C&M Power Sales and Service, corner of Florida and Cuban in Denham Springs.
As we welcome back in to the Ralph Seller Chevrolet postgame show, 21-14 Live Oak with the win over Denham Springs from Yellow Jacket Stadium. District opener for these two teams. Josh Ward now joined again by Mitch Covington. Mitch, I was just thinking there during that break, this is going to be a hard film for this coaching staff of Denham Springs to look at just because of the way it went and the opportunities that you had and how you couldn't capitalize them when they were right there in front of you.
Yeah, I think it definitely is. As the game played out, I think the Jackets definitely in the first half moved the ball much more consistently than Live Oak did. However, Live Oak hit the one really big play. That's all it takes sometimes, just one play. Quarterback got outside the pocket. Then a receiver slipped behind a cornerback who was looking back in the backfield. They get about a 60-yard play, get down and get 7 points on the board after that. Other than that, the Jackets had pretty much controlled most of the first half. But as John mentioned before, we got down right near, we were in the red zone, chance to score before the half, and then they tip a pass, a Jerry Horn pass, got tipped at the line of scrimmage, and then they were able to get the interception to keep us out from getting more points. So just a 7-point lead at halftime. Start the second half where they fumble the second half kickoff. We get the ball on their side of the field at the 35-yard line, just pick up 1 or 2 first downs, at least get a field goal, if not get a touchdown. Live Oak defense stiffened up. We weren't able to move the ball inside and get any more points out of that. And then really from that point on, Live Oak really did control the second half. The offense for Denham kind of stagnated a little bit, weren't able to keep moving it down the field. Meanwhile, Live Oak started finding some more running room for the quarterback, Caden Jones. He had some big key runs on fourth down plays or just even early in the drives, early in the set of downs, first down plays, picking up 7 or 8 yards and really making it a second and short situation. So good job by Live Oak of, finding something that was going to work. And then the second half, they got the momentum going. But even with that, really big play of the game that just keeps going to stick in my mind, and I know Live Oak's going to remember that one well. 3rd and 15, backed up with their own 16-yard line, I think John had told us a while ago. And the Jags had a chance with about 4 minutes left. If we get a stop there, get the ball around midfield, but a deep pass down the left hash up there. The freshman receiver, Jones, catching the ball from the sophomore quarterback, Jones. Not sure of their relation, but, great throw and catch, and then get the ball on a big gain and then get it across midfield. And really from there, had all the momentum, was almost able to milk the rest of the clock.
We talked about it in the second half. You mentioned it in the first half, how much Caden Jones was not running the ball in the first half. And it seemed that they were kind of holding back on that for the second half. And I really think it had to be to just keep him more fresh and kind of wear, as both lines are wearing down a little bit, that defense for Denham Springs having to be out there as much as they were, kind of opens up a little more room. And Jones is a little fresh because he was handing it off in the backfield a lot in the first half. So it kind of kept him able to get some momentum going in that second half.
I think you're correct on that. Rosenthal, the running back, is a thicker kid and runs the ball harder and a little bit more power behind him, and he got most of the carries in the first half. But the second half, it became the quarterback, Caden Jones, with quick feet. He's a smaller guy but really fast, and you could see him accelerating quickly with the ball once he got it and really hit up into the hole. It didn't have to be open very long because he was in there and threw it quickly, and that was really a big key for them in the second half.
How big was it for the Yellow Jackets, you think, when Jerry Horn went out late in this one or later in this one? Goldman maybe not expecting to go on this one. We thought it was going to be Jerry Horn all the way. Horn gets nicked up a little bit, has to go out. Goldman has to step in, and he had to step in kind of a big moment.
Yeah, he did. Jerry Horn, I thought, had a great first half. He really played well, made some key runs when he needed to, but also was throwing the ball in good spots, made a lot of good passes where we needed to. Second half, we kind of lost a little bit of that magic. As I said, we weren't moving the ball that well in the second half, and then they had the issue. You could see him cramp up on the play before. As the play ended, he was able to just kind of avoid a rush and get the ball out and pick up a few yards on a completed pass, but as he got up, he was kind of grabbing the back of his leg, and then on the third down play, as the rush got to him, he tried to avoid it, wasn't able to. He cramped up in the middle of the play, but also dropped the football on the ground. And I don't know whether he was able to get back in the game after the injury or not, but Coach Beard, I know, wants his quarterbacks protecting the football. And last week when Goldman turned it over, he brought in Jerry Horn, and then this week after the turnover, Jerry Horn disappeared, and we didn't see him again after that. So I'm not sure what his status would have been coming back in or not. But regardless, Goldman has played the last several weeks as a starting quarterback. Was able to get a few first downs and move it in that last little drive as we're trying to get the ball down the field. We got to midfield, just kind of ran out of steam, and the Live Oak defense stepped up and got the stop when they needed it.
All right, so 21-14, Live Oak gets the win at Yellow Jacket Stadium. District 558 opener for these two teams, and unfortunately, I hate to say it, but Live Oak are the kings of 16 for the next year.
They are for a year, for 365 days. I don't know. Let's not say a whole year. We got a basketball game coming up soon, so maybe the girls' volleyball got them. I don't know any updates of that, but I know we got some basketball games coming up. We'll take the crown back in basketball season.
There you go. All right, we will take our final timeout. When we come back, we will be wrapping it up here from Yellow Jacket Stadium. It's the Ralph Seller Chevrolet postgame show, 21-14. The final, Yellow Jackets lose this one, and we will be back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Hey, assistant, what's the best way to stay connected to my Demco account information?
It's easy to take control of your account by registering at demco.org.
What will I be able to do when I register?
Everything from viewing and paying your bill to reporting outages and contacting customer service. Also, sign up for text alerts to get the information you need when you need it. There's even an app for iPhone and Android. Register today at www.demco.org.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Seller Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Seller Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Seller Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
Bank Plus, together with Zelle, makes it easy to send money straight from your smartphone to friends, family, the yard guy, babysitters, or millions of others with access to Zelle. So yeah, pretty much anyone. And of course, they can all send you money too. Settle that dinner tab with Zelle. It's free, fast, and secure. And right in the Bank Plus mobile app. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC. Zelle is available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Forest Grove Plantation, Liberty Auto Sales, Shea Landry Closing Attorney, Milestone Title, Triton Outpatient Clinic, Modad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, and Duke Seafood and Steakhouse. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For more than 120 years, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. It is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com and can be found via social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. The news also launched the LPN Weekly, a podcast. Each episode takes a closer look at a single issue of importance to Livingston Parish or an extended conversation with local newsmakers. The LPN Weekly can be found on major podcasts like Apple, Google, and Spotify, as well as their website. The Livingston Parish News, your community news source since 1898.
Working back in to the Ralph Sellers Chevrolet postgame show, 21-14. Live Oak gets the win over the Yellow Jackets here on a Thursday night district opener. And Mitch, as we kind of start looking forward now, next week, Santa Maria on the road, your first game on the road of the season. The entire season has been on the road. That's 7 straight, I believe. So now you got to go on the road to Santa Maria, who surprisingly is 5-0 on their season. Big game for Santa Maria and EA this week, as they will have their big rivalry that they've had forever there, which they moved from Week 10 because neither coach liked playing that Week 10 anymore.
Exactly. They didn't want to play the big rivalry.
It was too much of a. It was too.
You make the playoffs, and it's a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
You just had the Super Bowl the week before.
That's right. So they changed that one, so it'll be Santa Maria and EA this week. That'll be a big one out there in Ascension Parish. But the road does not get easier from here on out. Every game is going to be a fight.
It certainly is, and this is definitely a tough loss for the Jackets. You're going to have to get to 5 wins to get to the playoffs. And right now we're sitting on 3, and then we've got 4 games left, so we got to find 2 wins somewhere. So between Santa Maria, Dutchtown, EA, and Walker, we got to find 2 wins out of that. And so tough spot for the Jackets. One little bit of advantage is we've got an extra day's rest. So we played on this Thursday, got an extra day's rest before we get to Santa Maria next Friday. Interesting, as you made a good point, haven't been on the road yet this year. And so first road game, so it'll be interesting how the team handles that. Some of the players have been playing at home. These new guys that were in the lineup this year, starting week 1 for the first time. So now we've been at home all year long. How are they going to handle going on the road and playing a different spot? And Santa Maria is always a tough place to play. I remember it was fun when I was playing in high school, going down there. It's just it's a good environment. Sitting down there in that bowl, they call it the swamp and all that. But
the pit.
The pit. Thank you very much. All right, the pit.
But it does turn into a swamp.
It does. It gets
that fog rolls in. I mean,
it certainly
yes.
does. It gets hazy there. It's hard to see, but the crowd is loud, and those people in Santa Maria, they support their team, and it's a fun place to play. So Jack's gonna have to get back off the ground, get back off the mat, and get back at it.
It is, and it is going to be a very important game for the Yellow Jackets. I mean, as we just said there, like every one of them is going to be a dogfight now. This district is tough. Santa Maria looks to be improved. Dutchtown has a lot of their players back from that team that Denham Springs had that great comeback against last year. East Ascension plays one of the toughest schedules in the first 5 games and kind of gets them ready for district play. You saw how they were right there with Denham Springs last year as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out, because these next couple of weeks are going to start separating teams from the top to the bottom.
It certainly does, and I was hoping to say after tonight that we were 1-0 and at the top of the district race, but at the moment we are 0-1 at the bottom. So got to get ourselves, like I said, it's a tough loss. And I know those kids in that locker room are hurting right now, and they really wanted to get out to a great start in the district race tonight. Didn't go our way, but you got to just get back at it and get to fighting.
All right, Mitch, enjoy the long weekend, and we'll be with you next week.
Looking forward to it.
All right, it will be the Yellow Jackets and the Santa Maria Gators next Friday from the pit in Santa Maria, and it will be a 6 o'clock start for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. If you can't make it out to the pit, hope you will join us for that. 21-14, the final here. That'll do it for the Ralph Sellers Chevrolet postgame show, brought to you by Ralph Sellers Chevrolet, just over the Amite River in Baton Rouge. It is Ralph Sellers Chevrolet, located at 15015 Florida Boulevard and open for your automotive needs, ready to serve you at a Chevrolet location familiar to you for over 40 years. The parts manager at Ralph Sellers Chevrolet, Jim McChristian, a proud supporter of the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. For Darren Ferrente, for John Fine, for Mitch Covington, Lamine Figueroa back at the studio, I'm Josh Ward saying good night, everybody.